First Play, the show where we learn rules, struggle with them, and you guys get to watch us from home. I have a number of apologies to issue today because we started way late. So sorry for that if you were waiting. If you give up, obviously you're watching the recording now. Anyways, the other apology is for the audio that's been kind of over the past couple of sessions. We finally narrowed it down to either a problem microphone or a problem cable, which is why we're running on just one microphone. So hopefully you guys can hear everybody at the table. And we have 5 players today, so it's going to be kind of a lot of us. What else? Other apologies? No, I'm done. However, I wanted to take a moment to say happy birthday to Mike, because we're not supposed to remember it, but it's his birthday. We're not going to say how old he is. Older than me. So anyways, but yes, it's his birthday. And for his birthday, we're going to play Cthulhu Death May Die, which just came out in Kickstarter form this past week, basically, and it's like super mega cool. We're not going to be playing with the giant baby-sized Cthulhu, which is a separate expansion, which I personally think we should do another First Play another day and play with that giant thing, because it's huge. It's the size of my head, which is pretty big already to begin with. All right, so anyways. So, Mike, you guys know, I'm John, I'm Josh, Shelby, and Ivan over there. So, I will be playing Ian, which has nothing to do with Ivan, but I'm Ian. I'm going to go with he's a Marine. I was trying to figure out from his uniform. It's a World War I uniform, so. It looks like, and he's a sergeant, so we're going to go with Marine. I'm missing an arm, and I also suffer from catatonia. When I lay my figure down, I am safe and can't be attacked. I can't investigate, move, or take any other actions other than rest. You must take one stress. I can go to. I'm a lazy Marine. Okay, so I go to sleep when I need it. It's like, oops, sorry. Anyway, what are you doing?
I am playing Rasputin.
Well,
and I have an obsessive disorder. I get to move my stress to match my health value, and then discard discovery cards as needed until I have the same number of cards on each side of my investigator board. Because I'm obsessive and it has to match.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
We'll see. Got it. All right.
I like
Fun.
that.
I am Ahmed. Ahmed is spelled Ahmed, and coincidentally, he is a healer. So Ahmed.
Med. Oh god, that's bad. All right.
What is written is written.
Uh-huh.
And he's a hypochondriac.
He's a hypochondriac medic.
Okay.
That's great.
Oh, this is outstanding, is all I gotta say. Take one stress for each wound you have. If you have no wounds, heal all your stress. Don't count wounds on companions. So typically, well, we'll get into the rules. These things trigger when you hit your trigger spots.
Okay.
So,
Shelby, what you got?
I'm playing the kid. She's a creepy fire starter that all she does is laugh. She does not talk, and she also manipulates gates and everything. But she is suffering from recurring trauma, which, you know. I'm supposed to keep the last Mythos card that any player drew with no summoning symbol near this card until they are shuffled. If there is a Mythos card near this card, play it as if I had just drawn it. Otherwise, I heal all of my stress. So I get the complicated one.
oh, you do.
So
Ivan?
I'm playing Fatima.
She's a witch.
She's
Burner!
I guess she's a Romany lady.
She's a gypsy.
And I've got a little bit of the paranoia. So all monsters on the board move one space towards me.
Okay.
Then if there are no enemies in my space, I heal all of my stress.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to start with explaining certain things. First off, there's a little description of the overview of the game. So, cultists doing idiotic rituals again. Going to summon an elder god, destroy the world. The usual. But we got something different planned. We're going to disrupt their little ritual, mess it up real good, so that when the elder one lands in our world, it's mortal. Just a bit, just for a little while, and then we're going to kill it. It won't be easy. We'll have to work together. We'll likely lose our sanity, but that's okay. We're fueled by madness.
okay.
So, this particular episode is selected out of is the first episode of season 1 out of the base box. I will mention that though it is a Kickstarter version, I am not using any of the Kickstarter add-on characters, monsters, etc. The only Kickstarter add-on that came out of the stretch goal that I have on the table is the clamshell player character board holders that came in the Kickstarter add-on.
Which are kind of nice, and they protect.
So I'm wanting to test them out. They're kind of nice. They stop things from counters from moving. So that's the only.
Provide some
it's
level
the
of
only
Kickstarter
item on there. Be aware that all miniatures on the board originally came unpainted, much like this one. I have spent three days panic painting. The only truly completed figure is himself.
Yeah.
The others are a lot of partial painted stuff going on. So the episode description is: what's worse than cultists? Cultists who set the place on fire. Another night and another damn ritual to summon an elder god. If we blow up their labs, we can cause a lot of trouble for whatever it is they are summoning. So to disrupt the ritual, destroy 4 of the 5 labs. Labs are indicated by the little beaker type tokens.
Okay. All right.
Destroy 4 of the 5 labs by dealing 4 or more total wounds to them with the destroy equipment action.
Okay.
When the Elder One advances, and he will be stepping backwards so you can see him camera-wise. When the Elder One advances, place 1 fire token in each space that has any cultists and no fire. These are the fire tokens already. So those are spaces that are already on fire. You can extinguish fire to make a roll. So discussing make a roll. Make a roll is automatically 3 black dice. If you're eligible to add a bonus dice, it will be because you've hit certain triggers as you play the game to add bonus dice. And those bonus dice are green. The major difference between the dice is there are tentacle symbols on the base dice and no tentacle symbols on the green dice. And the tentacle results is what causes insanity. So bonus dice are all positive or no effect is what it amounts to. So they're very useful to add. So make a roll, remove 1 fire token in your space for each success. A success is an exclamation point. And they can be dueled up with a tentacle. Mm-hmm. Or potentially, I think on here, an elder sign. Mm-hmm. So, destroy equipment. Make a roll against a lab in your space. This doesn't count as an attack. Each success deals 1 wound to the lab. When a lab has 4 or more wounds, destroy it, turn over the lab token to reveal its effect. So these were randomly placed, and they have writing on the back that says something happens when that lab blows up.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Probably
randomly
not
expanded.
good.
Yeah. So that's our goal and what we need to do to stop the ritual.
Destroy 4 labs?
4 out of 5.
All
There's 5 tokens.
So there's 1 guarded by beasties. So.
Okay, so that's the episode we're playing. The other thing that you select when you play this game is which elder god you want to go up against. And of course, had to start the first one with himself.
Yep, Cthulhu, yes.
So the elder god comes with 4 description stages. Stage 1, stage 2, 3, and the final stage. Typically, stage 2 comes into effect when he hits the red. That means he shows up on the board, and now he has hit points. And if you see, there are 3 cards to getting rid of him. He has a total of 36 hit points.
Oh, okay.
So
that's nothing.
Yeah, that by itself, without me ever having played the combat section of this game, but so when Cthulhu advances by going here, and we'll discuss later how that happens, but when he advances, put a relay token on your space. So whoever is the player that caused him to advance, you will gain one of these tokens on your space. If there's already a token there, put it in the nearest space that doesn't have one. Summon a cultist on every relay space. Move the star spawn one space towards you. If it's not on the board, summon it on the blue gate. And there's a yellow, blue, and red gate. That's what those are. There's also a staircase up and down that shows how to get to the lower level or whatever it is. And then there's a marker over there for our starting space. Deck of Mythos cards. Deck of Discovery cards. So that's pretty much components other than wound tokens. So when he shows up on the board by hitting the red thing, he shows up in a spot that whoever caused it to happen will have a guest. From that point on, then that's what this token is for, to advance down to the bottom. So that's what this token's for. So those are the components. All right, episodes, Elder Ones discussed it. Discovery, story. Okay. So investigator boards, you have stress, which is the little lightning type symbol down at the bottom. Stress is used to try and push situations in your favor. You may always increase your stress to increase by moving it up, because unlike wounds that you go down till you die, stress goes up. So you increase your stress to re-roll one die you just rolled.
Okay.
Many discovery cards also have you taking stress in order to claim them. Generally, the only consequence of being at maximum stress is you can't take more stress, though some effects may deal you wounds instead. So, wounds. If the marker ever reaches the skull at the end of the wound track, you are dead.
Can you use more than one stress to do more than one reroll?
You use them one at a time.
But for the same attempt of an action, could I reroll?
Reroll one die you just rolled. The reroll rule has not come up yet.
Okay.
It just says you take a stress to reroll one die you just rolled. So if you rolled it on a reroll, theoretically you just rolled it.
Keep
the language
rolling,
would indicate you can reroll a reroll by taking more stress. If I ever see anything that says you can't do that, I'll let you know. So skills, you have 3 skills. Allow you to bend the rules in your favor. The top one's your signature skill, unique, while the other 2 come from a common pool. All skills start at first level, but you increase them when you level up. Some skills replace a lower level skill as you level up, while others add to them as described on the skill. Excuse me. Sanity's track is at the top of your player card. Whenever you lose sanity, the marker on your sanity track advances to the right. If it reaches the skull, you are consumed by madness and eliminated. The track has insanity threshold spaces, so the maroon spaces, that will activate your insanity. This is your insanity, this card you've got. And level up a skill.
It's not a choice. I get triggered and I have to lay my figure down.
Yep, I will, yes. So knowing, depending on your insanity, there may be advantages to getting that triggered quickly or slowly.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have to trigger it, because triggering it levels you up your skills. So some of them will also give you permanent bonus dice. Okay, some of those spots. When an investigator loses more sanity from dice rolls, discovery, or mythos cards than required to hit the next trigger spot, the marker stops and all excess losses are ignored. So if I was here on this spot and I gained 3 insanity, I would only gain 1 and stop with the marker, trigger my insanity, trigger an upgrade of skill. Which is kind of relevant when you get down towards the end. You're going to take them one at a time down there.
Right, yeah. And then go.
And then go blah.
Yep.
Gaining bonus dice. 4 of the spaces display a green bonus die under. Once each of those is reached, the investigator adds 1 bonus die to all rolls they make for the rest of the game. Activating insanities. You got an insanity card. Every time the marker hits the sanity marker, that insanity activates. Perform the symptoms on the card. If multiple investigators reach one at the same time, they activate clockwise from the current player. When the marker reaches that spot, one of those spots, activating their insanity, the investigator levels up one of their skills. So you do this first and then level up a skill. So you don't have the skill available to help you with this.
Okay.
Is what it amounts to.
Yeah.
Choose 1 skill, move its marker 1 space to the right. Tiles. So Tiles have rooms, and they are indicated by walls that are mostly obvious, but you got to be careful because, for instance, this tile right here is one big room, and this tile right here is 3 rooms. There are passages, and all the passages are going to be indicated by arrows that go in and out through. So there's a passage between this space and that one, but there's not between here and here. Mm-hmm. But there is one here, and there is one here, and you can see there is a on the tunnel that goes here. So those are legal spots to move through passage-wise from room to room. There are yellow, blue, and red gates. Some maps contain a staircase or a tunnel. In this case, we have a staircase. It's the green markers. You may move from a space with one of these tokens to a space with the matching token. Spaces linked like that are considered adjacent for all purposes. There's no limit on how many people can occupy a space. Okay, so dice. Success. Elder sign means nothing unless you have a skill or card that uses them. Mm-hmm. Which hopefully everybody has something that can come up at some point in time. I have a skill that I count one of these as a success.
Me too.
Same.
Arcane Mastery is like that.
Arcane Mastery.
Okay. Tentacle. Madness. For each tentacle, you lose 1 sanity, moving your tracker 1 space to the right. Important tentacles on every roll cost you sanity, whether you're attacking, being attacked, or just making a roll. So when monsters attack you, you roll dice against yourself based on the monster dice that are rolled. And if they roll tentacles, you increase your sanity. Insanity. Blank is no effect most of the time. Certain skills and cards may give you bonus green dice, as you notice. There's no limit to the number of bonus dice that may be added. If you run out, keep count and roll some more. Rerolls. Here we go. You may take 1 stress to reroll 1 die, ignoring its original result. You may do this as often as you like on any roll you make until your stress is at the maximum. When enemies attack you, you roll for them and may also take stress to reroll their dice.
That's interesting.
Okay, once you're done with any rerolls, tally the number of each result obtained. Note that some die faces contain 2 results. Make sure to apply any symbol changes from abilities, such as counting elder signs as successes. Apply the results in this order. Use any successes. So if investigator is attacking, you apply wounds. If an enemy is attacking, successes also wounds the target, usually an investigator. If you are told to make a roll, you must match or exceed the number of successes indicated on the card to be successful. So, resolve effects tied to it if wounded, if survives attack, when enemy dies, etc. Apply any tentacles. Lose 1 sanity for every tentacle you roll. Move once. If you reach the space, stop moving the marker and invoke the thing. So that's how dice rolls go. Turn sequence. You get 3 actions. These are listed right here for a nice, quickie, easy, on the left side of your card to say what you can do. 3 actions. You may take the same action more than once. There are 4 actions available in every episode and 2 that are unique to each episode. Some actions can only be done on a safe space. A safe space is a space without enemies. Run, move up to 3. You can only move between spaces if there's a passage on both tiles. You may also pass between 2 spaces that both have a staircase or tunnel. When you leave a space with enemies, very important, all enemies in that space follow you to your new space, even if there were investigators in your space.
Coward, follow him.
Yeah, so you can
draw monsters,
kite them around. Yeah,
kind of move them around. Send them to the gate that's a.
I do like that.
Put them in fire.
It's only run. We're not walking or doing any other thing. We're running around.
Yeah, running.
3 spaces. So when you leave a space with a fire token, place 1 fire token from the reserve onto your investigator board for each token on the space, leaving those tokens untouched. So you don't remove the fire token, you add 1 to your.
It follows you if
You're
you're on fire and you're running. You left a fire space. Attack action. Target a single enemy in your space. Make a roll. Each success causes 1 wound. Place wound tokens next to the base of the figure. If it equals or exceeds their health, you kill them. Remove the figure from the board. Keep in mind that even if the Elder One is on the board, it can only be attacked once the ritual is disrupted. Rest only on a safe space. If you're in a safe space, no enemies with you, you may heal your stress and or health up to 3 spaces in any combination. This is 3 spaces total, not 3 spaces for each track. You may perform the rest action more than once per turn. Important. Sanity cannot be healed by resting. Okay. Trade action. You and all investigators in your space may trade any number of items or companions with each other, giving or receiving. While some discovery cards have items or companions on both the left and right side of the card, a traded card must remain on the same side it was originally. You may not trade conditions. So, these are the cards we're talking about, just to illuminate. They have 2 sides to them. You read the center, and then you decide. There's going to be a decision on which side is going to be
based on
where you put it. So, some of them are conditions, obviously. Some of them are items. Episode actions. That's the ones I read off up here. So, 2 unique actions that they're referring to. These are the 4 standards there, and these are the 2 unique for this episode. Drawing Mythos cards. Draw the top Mythos card from the deck and resolve it, then place it on a face-up discard pile. Note, the recurring trauma. Insanity has an investigator keep a previously drawn Mythos card in front of them. Lucky you.
Yay.
Mythos cards may have several different steps to them, divided among 3 types. You must do the steps in order from top to bottom before discarding the card. If you can't do a step, skip it and move on to the next one. The first thing is Elder One summoning. And that will be, well, it's effectively on the top of the card is this symbol. When you see that at the top of a card, that's an Elder One summoning symbol. Has no effect when the card is drawn, but may cause the Elder One to advance on a track at the end of the turn. May. If the card has this symbol, make sure it remains visible and it's discarded. That's why I'm kind of doing it. So we'll discard them and put them on top of each other in a chain to be able to see the symbol. Special effects. All sorts of different special effects to make life hell. Unless otherwise stated, these effects only affect the player whose turn it is, ignoring all other investigators. Any choice that needs to be made is up to the active player, such as choosing which closest figure to move. When an effect moves an enemy towards a space, it should be moved by the shortest path to that space. Count how many spaces the enemy would move, and all possible paths, pick the shortest one. In case of a tie, the active player chooses. The enemy must always be moved as much as allowed towards its target, but stops when it reaches its target. Summon enemies. This will be at the bottom of the card. They indicate a gate color, one of the 3, and a specific enemy that must be summoned there. If you have the corresponding figure available in the reserve, which is down there, place it on the indicated space, otherwise ignore this step. If there are multiple gates and enemies indicated, perform the summonings in order. Skip any remaining gates if you're out of figures. Then you get to investigate or fight. Step varies depending on whether there's enemies in your space or not. If you're in a safe space, investigate your space. Draw the top card of the discovery deck and read the text in the center box. Some cards will have a statement of something you must do if you have a condition or certain companion. Most offer choices of what you want to do. Some cards result in claiming a companion, item, or condition. Claiming means to slide the card under your board, becoming part of your inventory, or changing your mental state. Companions. Any wounds you take may be applied to companions you have instead. This still counts as you taking wounds for card effects. Companions can never be healed. If their wounds equal the number on their card, the companion is discarded. Any benefit they give is immediately lost. Companions may also give you a level in a skill. If you don't have that skill, gain the level 1 skill. So that's why I need those tokens.
The tokens, okay.
Now I understand. If you already have the skill, move the skill marker 1 level forward. If you lose the companion, move the marker 1 level back 1 level. If you're not in a safe space, the enemies fight you. Do not draw a discovery card. Instead, each enemy in your space attacks you in the order that you choose. They ignore other investigators until all enemies in your space that could attack you have done so. Important. If an effect makes you enter a space of an enemy, or an enemy enters your space during this phase, that enemy attacks you. That enemy attacks you even if it was not in your space at the beginning of the phase. So certain effects during the enemies are fighting you. Maybe some enemies can draw other enemies with them. I don't know. Or maybe some things
like
that you can do.
They draw
they come to me.
one closer to him.
I also noticed, so they're going to attack each one of our turns.
Yes.
Yes.
So we can't like get them to somewhere and then they all attack at once. They're attacking each time we go one.
So yeah, if one of us turned out to be the monster killer that somebody turned into for some reason, Rasputin comes to mind, but you may want to move to draw all the monsters to Rasputin's face in advance of him. Now I'd be after him and then leave them there. They attack you, but then and you take the damage, but then the next guy that goes kills them all.
Yeah. So like
or whatever. I'm just saying there's possible tactics of that happening, but
and things to avoid. So since I'm going to be first, I'm not going to go from here to here. Now I've got 3 attacking. But if we could all attack him, I would have done that.
Also, if an enemy that was in your space leaves your space, it doesn't attack you anymore. So if you have a way of kicking them out of your space before they attack you, then obviously they won't attack you. Defending against enemies, when the enemy attacks you, roll the number and type of dice shown on their reference, and they're listed right here. Each success gives you 1 wound. Each tentacle costs you a sanity. Elder signs only have an effect if the enemy has an ability to use them. You may use stress to re-roll these dice, and you may use any of your skills to help avoid or minimize the attack. So they have different abilities on the bottom. The cultists have no special abilities, and their hit points to kill them are indicated up here in the red. So cultists easy to knock off, relatively speaking. End of turn effects. Any effects that happen at the end of the turn, except for the Elder One effects, happen now in any order the active player chooses. Fire. You may be on fire. This will have happened if you left a space contains a fire token. Maybe that a monster sets you on fire. Fire vampires, possibly. At the end of your turn, roll 1 standard dice. For every fire token on your investigator board, you may use stress to reroll. Take 1 wound for each success and lose 1 sanity for each tentacle. Then discard all fire tokens on your investigator board. Note, enemies don't catch fire when leaving a space with a fire token. Running out of fire. If you need to add a fire token to the board but there are none left, ignore the effect. If you need to add a fire token to your investigator board but there are none left, use a wound token instead. Check the Mythos discard pile. If there are 3 cards in the discard pile with this symbol, the Elder One advances towards its ultimate power. And it triggers when Cthulhu advances that we talked about earlier. There are 3 Elder One summoning symbols. Advance the Elder One. It's already on board. Move the progression token along the path. Instead, the revealed Elder One stage cards and the episode card will tell you what to do when he advances. Resolve the Elder One effects first. Doesn't matter whether it's the figure or the progression token. The effects are resolved in the same way.
So is it 3 per? Or after 3, each one moves in the step.
This is at the resolve end of turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
3 per 1, I think.
So 3.
3 of those
reveal...
makes him advance 1 spot.
Yeah.
Okay, but then the next one starts over counting to up to 3.
Mm-hmm.
No, it says.
Well, hold
at
on
the
a second.
end
I
it
haven't
goes
finished
3
reading the rule
Elder
yet.
One.
I'll probably answer your question with this. So after he advances, all of the Mythos cards are shuffled back into the deck.
Okay.
Okay. So there, by the way, the Mythos deck is made up of 8 standard ones that come as the base game, and 8 Cthulhu specific ones that because of the Elder God being fought against.
That'll vary based on.
So there's
Based on who you're dealing
50% you're going to have something specific like summoning his spawn or whatever.
That makes sense.
The Elder One is summoned if it entered the first red space or the ritual was disrupted. So if we kick 4 labs into the dust, he shows up going, what the heck are you doing? But he's mortal.
Right.
Because the ritual has been performed. So when the Elder One is summoned, move the stage 1 off to the side. It's still in effect. Revealing the stage 2 card. Resolve its reveal effect, which will specify where the Elder One must be summoned. The stage 1 effects remain in play until the end of the game. Place the progression token on instead of him. Elder One at end of turn effects. As the Elder One progresses through its stages, there may be end of turn effects visible on its stage card. Resolve all effects on each stage card in order of the stages. First number 1, 2, then 3, then final. Any effect that refers to you is referring solely to the investigator whose turn it is. The turn is now over and the player to the left takes their turn. Continue taking turns like this until you win or lose. Okay. You all win the game when you kill the Elder One by defeating its final stage.
Sounds easy.
If multiple endgame triggers happen at the same time, winning conditions have precedence. Example, the Elder One and the last investigator die at the same time. Players save the world and win the game. You all lose the game when one of the following happens. An investigator is killed or consumed by madness before the Elder One is summoned to the board. That's just one investigator. All investigators are killed or consumed by madness after the Elder One is summoned. The progression token reaches the last 8th space of the summoning track. We lose.
He becomes not mortal anymore, eats the world.
Okay, so death of investigator, the game is immediately lost if he's still on the summoning track. If, however, he's been summoned, the other investigators may continue playing, try to win the game. So, first, discard all discovery cards, token the investigator head. The episode may specify something to do with any special tokens. If they died during their turn, skip all the following turn phases except for the check the mythos discard pile phase. If there's 3, he skips, yes. Disrupting the ritual describes what we have to do to disrupt it. The Elder One cannot be attacked or damaged until the ritual is disrupted, although it can attack you if it's on the board. Fighting the Elder One, it acts like any enemy, attacking investigators that end their turn in its space. The number and type of dice the Elder One rolls is the total of all dice displayed on all cards. So there's 4 dice there, there's 1 more there, and 2 more there. So just to give you a heads up. So the Elder One has multiple stages. Individual health must be defeated one at a time until it's ultimately destroyed. Starting with stage 2, each card displays a one-time effect that takes place when the card is revealed. An ongoing effect that remains in play till the end of the game. Health showing how many wounds that stage can take. The number of type of dice that stage adds to the Elder One attacks. When a stage has wounds equal to or greater than its health, that stage is defeated. Move that stage card to the side to reveal the next one and resolve its when revealed effect. Excess wounds do not carry over to the next stage. Remember that all previous stage effects and dice remain in play until the end of the game. Ta-da.
What is a space? Is it each individual
That's
room?
a big space. Each individual room is a
Okay.
space. They're varying sizes. That's kind of what you have to kind of keep an eye on.
I'm gonna go get a beverage and be right back.
Okay.
Well,
Ivan,
Ivan gets to test out the theory of doing things.
Well, I'm going to run in and shank a cultist.
Run and shank a cultist.
It's shank a cultist day.
Shank a cultist day. Okay, so run is 1.
Is
That's
3
one.
spaces.
Well, I get to here. I'm not going further.
One act.
You're not going to drag them with you
Yeah,
as you
because they
run.
all attack in the next turn.
Yeah.
So I changed my original plan. So I don't have any of these yet.
No.
I don't have any special shankiness. I do have a cool little dagger. I'm going to use it. I'm going to shank this guy in the back of the head. So
What's a dagger do for you?
Oh, just a picture of the dagger.
Yeah,
Oh, no. It's not.
Yeah.
Okay, so you...
I have a fluff dagger, not an item dagger. So I roll the 3.
So
to do
you're
a
doing
thing.
a run, then an attack.
Yes, and my second action is to stab the dude.
Okay. So
Okay, 3 dice,
3 dice, and I just need
either one.
successes to do damage to him.
You
right?
need 2 of them to kill one off, and you
two
can only
of
target one of the cultists at a time.
I count this as a success, so that's 2,
Because the
and I
arcane
go a little bit
mastery.
crazy.
You may choose to stress to re-roll a dice if you wish.
Not yet. I want to go. I mean,
Okay, so you killed the
Things are
cultist
gonna
you
get
targeted
crazy,
because
we'll
you
be
can only
fine.
target one figure,
Yeah,
even if you
yeah.
rolled 4 hits.
Right,
Shake
but
the die.
do they not roll? You don't roll their dice until they attack
attack
at
me
the.
You.
at the
Yeah,
end
they're-
at
they-
the third thing.
All right, gotcha.
So I got one more,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna shank the other guy.
All right,
Okay.
there's cultist shanking going on.
I heard.
Shankety
He
shank.
shanked
Yeah,
the first
it's
one
National
and took
Shank a
1
Cultist
insanity
Day.
points.
Cultist day.
2 successes.
With nothing else.
Yay.
Oh,
Shink, shink.
okay. So you did that. You're now
Just wiped a little bit of the blood off on my blouse.
that you've done your 3 actions, you get the first gift.
So this is a Mythos card.
It is.
Okay. I may put the first Mythos card I draw each turn at the bottom of the deck and draw again. If I do, heal 2 stress. Didn't have any stress yet.
That's a very useful thing.
Yes.
Without knowing how much worse the cards could be, we'll be gambling here.
So
Monsters in the lab. Each fire vampire and Baki move 1 space towards you.
Okay, so
And it's got the yellow
So he has to
symbol,
decide whether
summon
he's
fire
keeping that one or
vampire,
not.
and the blue symbol summon Biaki.
so
we get an extra vampire.
well,
and an extra
he
beyond.
still has a decision.
Yeah, I can say no.
So
something
did
else
it have
happens.
one of these at the top of the
It
card,
does
No.
not.
which is advantageous?
It is, and I don't know how much worse it could be.
Yeah, because you're
How
going to
bad
have
are
2
fire
vamp-
vampires?
They're pretty nasty.
4 and Biaki.
The
Yeah,
star
he's
spawn's
three.
the worst.
yeah.
But the fire vampire and Byakis are.
There you got some on the board.
When it attacks, first place a fire token in its space. So it's the
gotta
one
put
that's
out-
lighting the place on fire. When it attacks, each mythos also counts as a success.
Okay.
The star spawn, when attacking or being attacked while in a religious space, adds 2 tentacles to the roll.
Now the other thing for us to consider is if I keep this, it
It
resolves.
does
It's
not
gonna
go to me.
No.
It has to have no summoning symbols on
Okay.
it to come to me. So
She only gets hit by the
Let's
condition
keep
effect
it.
type
Let's,
thing.
I'm sure there's many worse things that could happen.
Okay, so-
where did we
So
put this over
star
here?
vampires move 1 towards you. So
the
so
Biaki.
No,
come
fire vampire, yeah, and Byaki,
Fire
1
vampire.
towards him.
1.
And then it's got summoning symbols.
And then it summons a fire vampire on the
here.
gold gate, and the other Byaki on the blue gate.
Hey, we're
So
getting right
I have
into
a
it.
question. If we're in a room with fire and we leave it, we catch on fire. Do the monsters catch on fire as
No.
well?
No.
Okay.
They
It
never
specifically
catch on fire.
said they don't.
Star vampire
Catch
is the
fire.
cause of the fire.
I was just saying because if that's the case, then this thing would probably go here
Yeah.
instead.
No.
No fire on monsters.
Okay.
They're
So,
immune. So that was draw mythos cards. Now you are in a
I'm
investigate. You're in a safe spot. Draw a
I
discovery
did not
card.
expect to actually kill both of them, but we did. Okay, so there's only one side that has a thing.
Well, you read the center
Read the
first.
So-
center, yeah.
Professor, have you seen my students? They escaped. They walked out during an experiment.
Uh-huh.
If any investigator has the spirit of Nagahul, the professor bursts into flames. Discard and lose 1 sanity. Otherwise, you may take 2 stress to claim the professor. I'm gonna claim the professor.
Nobody has the spirit of whatever it is.
My good friend. While you have him, gain 1 level in arcane mastery, so I'm better.
While you have them.
While
so
I
if
have
you
them.
lose them,
It'll
you,
it'll slide into the clamshell, but
Yeah.
if you want to test that out.
Yeah, that's what we're doing here. We're testing stuff.
Nice.
so you can only have 1 really on each
No, you can
side.
stack as many as
So
can
it
fit.
would go boom,
Okay,
boom,
You
boom,
can
boom.
chain reaction them
okay,
out
okay,
all as far as you want. There's no limit to the amounts you can have. However, there is possible game effects if you have,
Excuse me.
if something hits you.
Resolve end of turn.
Okay, so the end of turn effects were fire.
Yep.
Roll. You don't have any fire on you, so there's no fire on you. Check the discard pile. Nothing. Check summoning. If a red space is reached or the ritual is disrupted. Nope. Elder 1 end of turn effects. Nothing. So boom.
Good
Nothing,
turn. Shanked 2 people, made a friend. Got a little stressed.
I will run 1 space. I will attack the cultist here because I can attack a target a space away. So I'll attack this guy. Dice, please. That's 2 successes and 1 insanity for me.
Are you
That
immune to
kills
fire
him.
since you're a little fire starter?
No, I wish.
Put them in
Okay,
the group there.
so that was 2 actions. And then I will... could take another action to move another space and be with the fire.
You can move 3 spaces up to 3.
But if I move out of this
Yeah,
room...
it'll follow you.
Yeah.
And you can go
I
in
want to
here
go
or you
that
can go in
way.
here.
Yeah, I could go that
So
way.
how can we put out fire?
Extinguish fire. Make a roll. Remove 1 fire token in your space for each success.
So if she had another action, she
Right.
could have put it out.
Yeah, but I don't. So that is...
So it trails her, but if she moves to a room that's already on fire, it's not going to get more on fire.
No,
No,
shield
it's just
catches on fire.
catching me
She's
on fire.
so then she
Yeah.
she rolls for damage.
She doesn't cause fire tokens. The fire vampire does.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it said when you leave the room when you're on fire.
You take fire with
But
you.
you put it on your
Yeah.
character.
Oh, okay.
That's when
Okay.
you catch on fire.
So I'm just going to stay in this room. I'm considered safe, right? So I can draw a discovery card? Or do I have to
There
stay
are-
here?
There's no
enemies there,
Okay,
so-
you draw discovery. Yeah.
You're
Alright.
investigating.
Assistant janitor. I got away, but he's going to kill us. We have to hide. If you have a guilty conscience, take 1 stress. I don't. You may take 2 stress to claim the assistant janitor, or take 1 stress to claim the bleach. If you claim the bleach, you may discard this card and the ammonia card to deal 6 wounds to all figures, either in your space or adjacent space. Or you can have
Cause a little
Jerome
bit
the
of a
janitor while you
chlorine.
have
Man.
him gain 1 level
Ammonia
in
and
stealth.
chlorine. No.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
you got to have them both. Yeah, ammonia
I
and
was like-
chlorine. No,
I was
that's
like, that
like
bleach pretty friggin' strong stuff.
It's
yeah, that alone won't do anything.
No,
but mixed with the
yeah.
ammonia, it's
I
gonna.
was like, man, I should-
forget it.
Chlorine
It's like-
gas.
yeah.
But you
Out
do
there just
you do
mutated
6 wounds to
germs.
all figures in your space, including you, so
Yeah.
you basically die. I'm gonna take the janitor, so I'm gonna take 2 stress. But it's going to give me 1 stealth, so I need a stealth.
So you gained an extra skill. Outstanding.
Oh, he's Jerome. What's the professor's name? Warren Gates. We already got
I was going to say the
friends.
professor.
Right, the professor.
The professor. Stealth, you say?
Stealth.
1 stealth
Thank you.
ability.
When you run, you may sneak once. An enemy does not follow you. Oh.
Ah, so
Yeah,
you,
I have
that's how you can get
Yeah.
I have
from
stealth.
room without having them
Yeah.
all gang up on
All right,
you.
out of my way, civilians. 1, 2, 3. Fire token, please.
He's taking it.
Let's
All
go
right.
to fire.
So, first action, I'm going to attack the lab. And so that's 3 dice, but it's brawling. Gain a bonus die when attacking a target in your space. So I'll have a green, please. Thank you.
We should just pass. all
Doesn't
these with the
count
turn.
as an attack.
Yeah, so I can't like attack
Oh,
from a
yeah,
space
doesn't,
away.
you don't get your attack bonus
Yeah.
Yeah.
for
It's
doing the
destroy
lab.
equipment. You make a roll. This does not count
It
as
says
an
gain
attack.
when attacking a target. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
it says it doesn't count. Yeah.
Well, but if you're attacking the
Each
Is that a
success
success?
does a wound on the lab.
So
And an
1
insanity.
success on the wound, 1 wound on the lab.
Well, after you decide whether you want to reroll.
But that's a stress, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I could reroll because this is nothing, and this is a madness.
yeah.
Mhm.
I'm okay with the madness. I need to advance this, anyways. So yeah, I'll take a stress to reroll this die. Okay, 2
A
madness.
little bit more mad.
Okay.
One more.
Huh?
Up the track, one more. Okay, so there's 1 damage on that lab.
Okay. And now I'm going to attack the cultist for my last action. All right. So
That's 2
another
successes.
madness.
So he's dead.
2 successes. And that's it.
Okay.
Investigator fight.
Um,
Draw Mythos card.
The thing that should not be. If Cthulhu is on the board,
I didn't get
no.
a Mythos card. That's my Mythos card, actually.
Oh yeah, she should have.
Yeah.
She should have drawn that.
Sorry.
The thing that is not mine.
Yeah. If Cthulhu is on the board, each investigator loses a sanity. If Cthulhu is on the track, each investigator must take 2 stress. For every stress you cannot take, you take a wound instead. So
She's on the
Lovely.
track. She's stressed. I'm stressed out now.
super stressed. Yeah. Okay. Great.
Now, do you keep that one?
No. Well, yes. Any player drew with no summoning symbol. So.
Can I have my Cthulhu card?
Yes. No.
please?
You can have it.
Thank you. The thing that should be me. Star Spawn!
So that triggers.
When I hit the red.
So everybody's going to get stressed again.
Yeah.
If the Star Spawn is on the board, this is the Star Spawn?
Correct.
No. Summon a Star Spawn in blue, please. Boogada, 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 boogada. Oh boy.
Right next to us. We're already in the
Yep.
in the mix.
Done with that. There is no there is a summoning symbol. So
Yes.
So there you
So
go.
that
Merry
goes
Christmas.
there.
Oh, and we got our first of the things.
Yeah.
And now I will investigate since there is nothing in my space. Apparently. Furious student. You can't hurt me anymore. I have a gun. You may take 1 wound to claim either the furious student.
Is that one of the escaped students, huh?
You
Yeah.
cannot have both the
No,
Chester
they
and yeah.
left
I mean,
class.
they left.
Yeah. They
Yeah, didn't escape.
basically I can't have him and the student together.
Oh, it says that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You cannot have both Chester and the professor as
They,
companions.
didn't, they don't, apparently don't like your professor.
I don't know why. They're just rebellious youth.
Chester, I'm probably not gonna pick you. I am going to instead pick the pistol.
Ah. Give me that gun. Get the
That's
heck
gonna
out of here.
give me it's gonna give me an extra die, and if I get marksman skill, which I don't have, maybe you can pick it up. I would get 2 extra dice. I mean, the guy soaks up 3 wounds. That's kind of nice, but
We're moving pretty quickly right away.
well, the game's pretty simple to
As
understand.
long as we don't miss a step or something like that.
Yeah.
Resolve end of turn.
So, do you resolve
So,
fire,
fire.
stuff at the end of the turn? Yeah.
You have to resolve fire.
Yeah. So explain to me.
Roll
fire.
1 black dice per fire token.
And
That's
I
a
take wound.
success. It goes away.
No, you put yourself out.
Oh, I put myself out.
Pretty sure that's.
Stop dropping. With
You
one arm.
just ran through it. Punch a guy with your good arm.
I only have 1 arm, so
Take 1 wound for each
Yep.
success,
okay.
Oh.
and lose a sanity for each tentacle. And you may re-roll with a stress. So you took a wound.
Oh, so you're still on fire.
No.
No, the fight
You
goes
discard
out.
the fire
Away,
tokens at
but-
the end of your turn.
Okay, so you discard it.
Sure.
So always
let's,
put it
let's,
out.
Let's
You're
Right.
trying for a blank or another
Let's try.
sign.
There you go.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
you don't take
So
the
no
wound.
wound.
Now all 3 of us are max stress already.
It's like I just got in this place and we're getting stressed out.
Have you seen what's in this place?
Yeah.
Fire, tentacles.
I mean,
stuff?
fire doesn't bother me.
Apparently.
Okay.
Okay.
Rasputin.
He's unkillable.
Raw Rasputin.
I feel like this hallway is going to be super important to us. I'm going to take a move action and come in here. I'm going to take a thing to put the fire out and just roll dice.
Make a roll. Standard make a roll.
Yeah.
Which is 3 black unless you
So you got 2
One
successes
success.
and 2
2
incentives.
make a roll. 1 fire token in your space for each success.
Okay, so you get rid of the tokens.
That,
Cool.
and you
I'm
go a little
taking
crazy.
2. So that's 2.
You can go this way, that way.
Yeah, we'll move again. I'm going to go 1, 2.
Hang out with me.
So you're in a safe space. Well, you get a mythos first.
Yeah.
What we got?
Star Spawn. Move the Star Spawn 2 spaces towards you. Then each investigator in its space loses 1 sanity.
Oh, yay. We're insane.
In its space?
Yep.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Ruh-roh.
Front row Reggie.
Damn it, I was hoping to stop him, but
It's
I guess
no
not.
longer an
And we got
investigate.
two.
Now it's a fight.
Well, yeah, it's going to come up to the end of turn effects. It's going to attack.
No, yeah, it's good. Investigator fight, since there's a it there, it's attacking.
No one needs to stake. They attack
Him.
you. So the star spawn does 3 black dice. And when attacking or being attacked while in a relay space, which we don't have yet, that's these, it would add 2 tentacles. So no, you roll against yourself because you get to re-roll yourself.
Yeah. If you got stress, you can re-roll.
So you are currently taking 1 insanity and 1 wound.
Yeah. So that success is a wound. The bang is a wound.
So you could re-roll the success
with the stress. I don't know how easy it is to heal wounds, but I've seen a lot of heal stress. Oh yeah, you rest.
Right. So same effect, and on top of that, you got a wound.
There we go. That's better. No wounds and trigger.
Trigger. Okay, so trigger your insanity first.
Yeah. I move my stress back to my health.
There you go.
And then discard until I'm even. I'm there.
Okay.
and then you advance yourself in 1 skill level.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So what do you want?
And then fire. There's fire.
We haven't got to that.
Oh yeah.
He has to move up 1 because it might affect what comes next.
We didn't do the fire for her when she's in it.
I was not
in
on
it.
fire. You have to
leave
walking
it.
away.
You walk into it. You can walk into it all you want.
Yeah. So then we don't have to do any fire.
I'm gonna up my brawling.
Okay. So end of turn effects. Fire. You don't have any fire on you.
Nope.
Elder One summoning. Not yet. 1 more.
Getting there.
End of turn effects. No.
Okay. Mr. Mike.
Yes, we have situations here, don't we? If I take a stress for each, you have no ones, heal all your stress. Good. So, where's the arrows? Oh, there they are. Yeah. So, 1, 2, 3, and another run into here. And shank the cultist.
Shank the cultist. National Shank a Cultist Day.
I feel bad for these cultists.
There's always another cultist.
Whoa!
We killed them.
Yeah, you went a little crazy, but you stabbed a guy.
Hold on, he can decide to re-roll.
1, 2.
Well, he's got 1 without a success.
I understand, but it's up to him to figure out what he wants to do. He might not want that insanity.
I'm going to take all 3.
Okay. So now
I shanked the cultist. And then I'm drawing a mythos card, and each fire vampire moves 1 space towards me. Then place a fire token in their space.
Yeah.
Fire token in the space he was in?
Oh, in their space, not the one they left.
Okay.
Summon the fire vampire, we can't. Okay. However,
there's one here already.
They stack.
Oh.
Because you can roll and put 1 fire out for each success you get.
Yeah.
Yes, they do stack.
So now, fight.
Okay, so he's attacking me.
He is.
And let's see, fire vampire is 2 black and 1 green. And when it attacks, first place a fire token in its space. If I leave that space, I will take 3 fire tokens.
You're going to be putting out fire, man, once you kill him.
So it's attacking me, and here's its attack. Ouch!
2 successes.
No, it's not a success. It's 2 successes. Yeah. So, what I need... We will try 1... just for fun. Let's see what happens. Okay, that might lead me to want to try the next one because, come on, tentacle. Yeah, okay, no wounds. I wanted a tentacle.
Yeah.
It would have healed all my stress.
Sure.
But that works. No wounds.
All right.
I'm completely stressed. So that was a fight. End of turn effects. Fire, none on
No,
me.
you did the mythos.
You
Yeah,
already
you
did
did the
the
mythos.
Oh.
That's why this guy moved
things.
I can do some. Okay, so we are moving him 1 space.
So that was a summon.
Yeah, 3 of them. So when he
you discard
advances,
this too?
put a relay
Until they are shuffled.
So this goes in.
on my space, please.
On your space.
When you if there's already a token, no. Summon a cultist on each. Put a cultist in there. Move the star spawn 1 space towards me.
Oh, he left you guys.
Bye.
Good, I can shoot it.
And shuffle all these back into the deck.
I think we should go help Mike.
All right, give me the die. All the die. Okay. Follow.
I don't know why,
Star
but
spawn, I
our
dare ya.
starting marker makes us very much look like Mystery Incorporated.
Right? Row Reggie?
Yeah. Oh, the new CG Scooby looks so good. There's a new series.
Yeah, I heard about it.
So, if you move out of the space with the guy, he follows you.
Yep.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Unless
One
you're
space
stealth.
or
He
each-
follows everywhere you go.
Okay, so if I run 3, if I go here, here, he's gonna follow me each one. He's not gonna stop here.
Yeah.
Correct. No, thank you.
Yeah, there's a lot of things in one room. I'm not gonna help you out, I guess. You're on your own, Mike.
You could help him out by killing that thing. That would.
7 hit points.
I'm gonna shoot at it next, so.
Yep. Between the 3 of us, we can probably take him. That's just a matter. I'm gonna blow up that lab.
Well, if he runs into
That's
it,
why I
he's
went
getting
to
attacked by
where
the
I
thing.
went to blow up the
I
lab.
mean, I know one thing about.
But unfortunately, something followed me.
Yeah, I know one thing about any Arkham game I've played or anything like that. The more you wait, the worse it gets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love these.
Yeah, I
things.
mean, just counting down of these mythos cards that we draw each turn is we're timering it. So, I am not gonna fight this guy, but I'm gonna
Damn you.
run through here, catch on
Shove it.
fire,
Yes.
and attack the lab. So, 1 action to run, 2 action to attack the lab. How many successes do we need? I got 2.
As many as
You
you
already
got.
have
You
1.
need 3 more.
We need 4 total.
Mm-hmm.
2 insanity, boom, boom, and 2 successes. So we need 1 more, and I'll attack the lab again.
Right on.
It's gone, and I am leveled up. And
So flip the token and read it.
And start with that, yeah.
start with this. Inferno! Place a fire token in this space and each adjacent space. So, more fire.
Thanks.
Is this
That's
adjacent?
not- nope,
Because
no
it doesn't
door.
have an. Yeah. Okay. What's a little fire between friends? So that was 1, 2, 3.
And now you're.
Now my level up thing triggers. Paranoia. Move all monsters on the board 1 space towards me.
You. suck.
But these guys, is this way?
Yeah,
this
goes
way.
that way.
He left my spot. Yay!
This way.
And he
He
comes
comes down
through.
the stairs.
What
What about that cultist?
No.
That's hysterical.
If there are no enemies in my space, heal all my stress.
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah,
lucky
not
enough to
thing.
have that happen. Okay.
Then you level up.
Now I level up a thing. I'm going to level up my Read the Omens. Because we're about to draw Mythos. Draw 2 Mythos instead, and I choose 1 to play and put the other underneath the deck. And heal 2 wounds. Or stress. Oh shit, each of these guys are so.
I'm confused. You
Each-
leveled up twice?
No.
He's got a thing giving him the one ability.
second level of this. Remember, first time I could have put it
you've
under.
got 2 advances. But
Because
he's asking.
And the professor.
his
Yeah.
professor gave him 1.
Starspawn or Awakens. Okay, the Starspawn is on the board. Each investigator in space loses 2 sanity. Then it moves 2 spaces towards me or summon the Starspawn. I've already got that. Do I need the
And
Starspawn?
everybody loses 2 sanity. Which may not be a bad thing.
That actually would be a terrible thing. Please don't do that.
Or
If I lose it, I trigger again?
Raw Awakens.
No,
No,
Each
lose it
cultist
as in
currently
you
in a
gain.
raw space, which is only that, and there's none,
You gain.
moves 2
insanity.
spaces towards
You
me.
lose.
Otherwise, summon cultists. We'll do the cultists. They seem a little bit less
What's on the bottom?
problematic. So we're summoning cultists in blue and yellow. And there's no cultists in the raw spaces, so cultists. Now, then, what are these?
Investigator fight. So you're now being attacked
attacked
by a Byaki, which is
Him and me? Or
no,
Just
just
me,
him.
just
two
the active
two
player.
green and a black,
2 green,
and it counts elder signs as successes.
All right. 4 successes.
Oh, ouch!
He's got no
I
stress
have no
to spend.
stress to take.
Well
4
then,
wounds.
game
1,
might be over
2,
quickly. Now
3,
on.
4. 1 more, I'm gone. Does it start on this, or do you?
It
first one
starts at the very end of the track, and
Okay, that hurt a little bit. Oh, and fire. I might be dead. So that was that. End of resolve. End of turn.
Roll 1 black.
1 black.
Yes. Fires out.
Okay.
So maybe not so cocky, huh?
Okay.
where are you?
Right
Oh,
there.
at the end of my turn, I need. Yeah.
Okay. I'm
heal
going
myself
to
one.
extinguish fire first.
I think you should just try to kill Shelby.
Okay, thank you.
He's going to attack you, and the fire's not going to do anything to us.
Not if I leave. I have stealth. I can walk out of there without him following
okay,
me.
okay.
So my goal is to walk out of there.
Okay,
But I have to get rid of the fire because I don't want to be on fire when I walk out of the room.
got it.
So extinguishing fire, make a roll.
2 fires.
Mm.
Gone.
Put out. Perfect.
That's very nice.
Second action.
Second action. 1, 2, 3, because I use stealth.
Okay.
Then I will attack the lab. And I count 1 success.
1 wound to a
to the
lab.
lab. And that is my turn.
Except for this part.
Now I draw the Mythos card. Monsters in the lab. Each fire vampire and Byaki move 1 space towards me.
Great.
Yeah.
It's
No,
back.
this would be faster for it.
Damn it.
We summon a vampire, but we
There's
don't
a lot
have
of
any.
moving
Summon
around.
a Byaki, but we don't have any.
I was away from the enemies.
Now these attack you.
Yep.
Oh.
2
Now I
fire
have
vampire
2
attacks.
vampire
They
attacks.
are 2 black and a green,
So I'd resolve them, yes.
and each attack starts with putting one of those there.
So I got
1 success, 1 insanity.
Insanity.
You're gonna reroll. Oh, you don't have any stress left.
And the second one attacks. So fire
Oh,
token.
I healed
Aren't
2
you?
stress. because
Is he
of
in
my-
that space
No,
or this?
I'm
He's
here.
in this
I'm
space.
He's
here.
in my space with me.
Huh? Okay, so the second attack.
Is 1
Another
insanity,
insanity and-
1 attack.
And now you.
So now I would
This
trigger this,
triggers,
but
but
there's
nothing's
nothing
there.
there.
Perfect.
And
And
so
you
I
get-
get to go up in a
To get better in a thing.
thing. What say we do?
So you need to rest
I already got. Yeah, I need a rest for that.
to get your wounds down by
If
3.
I can somehow
First action.
make it so there's no monsters in my space.
That's the only problem you have.
yes.
You have to be in a safe space to rest. So he can save himself easy enough if there's no monsters in his space, which is currently the condition, but not necessarily what happens when it gets to his turn.
What is the hit points on the star spawn?
7.
You do get your bonus die.
Well,
No, I understand what I get.
it's
It's a question.
not
of we're doing.
likely. You need at least 2 attacks to kill
Yeah.
it.
And
currently.
unfortunately, it moved out of my space. Well, it wasn't in my space.
You
The
could have
other
had 3 actions if it was in your space.
one.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, the gun doesn't allow you to shoot. You need marksman.
Yeah. He does
No,
not
when
marksman,
attacking,
which
I
is
just
funny.
gain a,
Okay.
It's a pistol. It's not a bazooka that shoots from 2 rooms away,
He just gets extra dice for the attack rather than.
which is
the
fine.
distance.
But the question is, do I eliminate cultist and Biaki, or do I go all in for the star spawn? How bad off are you? You're okay.
I'm not
right?
bad. I'm fine.
And you think you can survive? You can, because you can take 3 actions in
Pretty
there.
sure I can kill him on my turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna try this instead.
And he gets a free death.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go
Yeah,
here.
free
Do you want to put the fire out before Malkin?
Oh,
should take
there's
the fire.
that, isn't there? Well, that's an action lost.
Yeah.
2 and then just 1 attack.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I can take the wounds potentially.
Would you rather take the one wound from the fire, or
I don't necessarily take a wound from the fire.
That's what I'm saying, would you rather take the possibility of one wound from fire, or something from the big guys?
I think
When they attack.
what's the Biaki's wounds?
2 green and a black.
3
No.
wounds.
3 wounds. I think I can take them both. Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
For the cost of 1 fire token? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not a
Okay.
big deal.
Let's go in here. All right. So I'm gonna attack the Biaki.
Okay.
So I get 1 for attacking, and 1 for the pistol.
Nice. There we go. Combat hog over here. There's a good one.
Okay, so 2 wounds on him. I
So
can't
far.
stress.
Oh.
So unfortunately, there's that. And no, I needed a tentacle. All right.
So it takes 2 wounds.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
now,
we'll attack it again.
okay.
I know it's a waste, but if I get triggered, a
Well,
tentacle.
it's better that it's gone than the cultist.
Yeah. Okay.
So
There's
it's
the
gone.
tentacle
Yeah,
I
2
was looking
tentacles.
for. All right. So 1, 2 tentacles. Well, no, I stopped here.
You start there.
Okay. So.
First thing is an insanity trigger.
Okay, lay your figure down. While down, you are safe and can't be attacked.
Ah, that's good.
I can't investigate, move, or take any actions other than rest. You must take 1 stress to stand up. So basically, my
you
next
get a rest
action next turn
action.
is going to be to rest.
You can't. Does it say you can't rest?
You know, other than rest.
You can't take any other actions other than rest.
Okay, so
So
yeah,
it forces
'cause you have
me
no
to
stress.
rest.
Your first one,
And
then
then my
you stress
first
to
thing
Well,
is
you
stand
to
up.
gain
spend
3 when you rest, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
It's 3.
Okay.
The-
But I'm
Per
going to
rest.
end up here because I just went in. I leveled up here. This resets.
No,
No, it
only
doesn't.
No, that's what
We
my
did-
insanity does.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to.
So you're done with your turn. Oh, you're going to level something.
Yeah.
Because here comes the Mythos card.
I took Brawling because it lets you roll and do damage how you want to everything in the room.
Right. But my vengeance obsession, when they attack
Oh,
me,
yeah, I don't do
I
specials.
deal 1 wound to them. I heal a stress, but if I level it up now, I deal 1 wound to each enemy
Ah.
in that room. So I'm thinking about this for now.
Yeah, the special ones.
The next one is good
Cool.
too, yes. Alright. So then that's it for this. Biaki. Each Biaki moves directly into your space. See? That's
But I can't
Well, it
attack
can't
you,
attack you.
So,
no, I understand that.
It would have.
But now with this, if they would attack me,
Yeah, you-
both the
Yeah.
cultist and the Biaki would have taken a wound. Alright, and then you summon a Biaki and right.
well, the one we
Right.
just. The
That's
one
fine,
we just
it's
got
over
right.
there. Okay, so that's that. Now I gotta see if I take damage. 1 die, right?
Yep.
I don't take damage, that's
Fires
how.
out.
You just drop, and roll.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You did stop, drop, and roll.
All right.
You can't investigate. You did your Mythos card, so
Yeah,
resolve
he's
in your
done.
turn. All right.
It's on you.
Cool. I'm gonna punch a giant star spawn monster. Yeah, I get a green dice for brawling. 3 successes. I will take a stress to do a reroll.
Ooh,
4
4
successes.
successes. How many do
I'm
you
totally
need?
fine
Very
with 2
nice, 7.
stresses.
To
Yeah.
insanity.
You
That's
put it on his
insanity.
card
Yeah.
before it-
Stress
You
is
said
down.
stresses. 2
Hmm.
stresses.
He,
Oh,
he meant.
but I moved insanity track.
Because he's the
Yeah,
only
yeah.
one.
Alright, that's 1 action. I'll punch him again. It's
You need
2. Take a stress. That's
you go.
3.
He's dead.
And I go boop.
Okay, so he's done. Put him back in the monster pile back here, because he'll be back.
So this goes back to my health level. Evened out.
What happened from that first?
So you're going to refuse all cards just to stay evened out, huh?
Added
Well, you'll lose the card if it's
Yeah,
not, right?
places, I
Yeah.
think.
So, okay, you can take it, just
1
lose
1,
it. So,
yeah.
and then what?
I'm gonna continue my brawling. Keep being the fighter guy.
You're the one who's
Alright.
not going in your
And
special
then
turn.
for my last thing, I'm going to move
yeah.
1, 2. No, I don't want to do that because that's going to put me into getting
Fighting.
hit. Yeah.
Well, you don't have to be
Go
there.
ahead.
You can just go one.
Yeah.
Well, no, if he ends up in that space, he's going to get attacked by 2 fire
No,
vampires.
he's saying I can just stop there.
Well, I understand, but yeah.
I mean,
If you want to be able to investigate,
holding back's
his
not how
first
we
thing is
win.
going to be a mythos, though.
no, but more importantly, there's more of a like going towards the labs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like there's one down here, but it's 2 cultists.
Yeah, we could get
cultists
that.
are cultists. There's always more cultists.
Not too sure about that. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, and let them come with me.
Follow you.
Oh, there you go.
Mythos.
The sleeper awakens. If there are 2 more Rylek spaces adjacent to each other at the end of your turn, and at the end of the turn, advance Cthulhu on the track as if there were 3 of these things. There's not.
There's not, thank God.
That does not have a summoning thing
Yeah.
on it.
Oh, this is going to be... Watch out for her triggers.
Hopefully someone pulls it before I trigger again. So,
Well,
because it's the last one that did not have a summoning symbol. So if
Right.
somebody pulls a different card,
I'm not in a safe space, so I can't investigate.
they attack you.
They attack you. So
Two
you
Two green.
2 green twice. So you can't go insane from them when they're using
Nada?
green. That's a nada. And a single
I
wound.
will. Nada.
get-
Nada. There you
They're
go.
just cultists.
Yeah, so they can't. Green
can't
dice
make you
don't-
go
they-
insane.
No
That's good,
tentacles
yeah.
from the
I'm
green dice.
converting
They're
them.
humans.
You're
They're not.
converting.
Okay, so I'm about to trigger, so I will take. So when I trigger, it happens immediately. So I need to roll something, right? Like extinguish fire.
Yeah.
Well,
probably
no,
be.
I don't have to worry about the fire as much as I do the fire vampires
They just add more fire.
Yeah.
when they attack. Yeah.
You could put out 3 now, and then they would add 2 more.
Who knows what the lab trigger would be too?
Yeah.
Are you in any desperate need of anything in particular? Are you thresholding anything, such as stress or wounds?
She needs wounds. She's
I don't
halfway
have
to
any
dead.
stress.
And he's 1 away
left.
from
I
dead.
don't have
It
any
doesn't matter. It
stress
has to be in my
levels.
space.
Yeah.
So she's the only one in my space.
I could do some
You should be
healing.
okay on
Would
this
be
turn.
nice. But,
I am going to attack a fire vampire.
okay.
I mean, technically, if he frees up the board, she can then heal by
Plus, she has stealth. She can just nope out of there.
That's true.
I can only get away from one of them. The other one would follow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's one enemy does not follow.
One,
Okay,
two,
so maybe
it doesn't
if he
really
kills
matter.
one, at least that'll help.
Right,
Because
and
then you
there's
can
only
go
one guy there.
rest.
Yeah, it's not going to matter because I'm only going to take 1 no matter what. So, and that's a success due to arcane mastery. So 1 fire vampire takes 1 hit. I come up and trigger my insanity, which is take 1 stress for each wound I have. If you have no wounds, heal all your stress.
There you go.
That's what I was attempting to accomplish real quick.
So then you go
Okay,
up.
and then I need to go up 1, and I...
So when it says heal 3 stress, it's any combination of stress and health?
Yeah, any combination of
I'm
stress
Not
or
three
going
of
to
each.
backstop
No.
That would be
the
outside.
healing situation.
This is not a good shorthand.
Okay, so I'm going to attack that
is
same
not a good short
fire
hand.
vampire again.
But you read the ruler. I was listening for that. I was like, is it 3 each, or is it 3 in combination, or does it have to be 3 of one or the other?
2, I will re-roll this one. I need 3 to kill him, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yay.
Boom, gone.
One of
Nice.
them's gone.
Now you can sneak
Now
out
I
of
have
there
my
if you
third.
have to.
Oh, yes, I can. as
No,
a matter of
her,
fact.
but-
I can because
He's
I
got
can.
the same ability.
I, got,
Yeah.
I have stealth. I can sneak out of there if I want to,
But there's 5
but
fire.
I'm gonna try to extinguish fire.
Yeah, there's 5 fires, so.
because the lab needs to be dealt with.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm going to try to get rid of some of the fire.
2 of them.
Two.
Wait, I'm not done. I'm going to read it.
Oh, there's at least 2 for sure.
3.
3.
Nice.
That's very nice.
So
And now-
that takes care of that. Then I'm going over to a Mythos card. Fire Vampire. We are, each fire moves towards me. No. Put a fire token in their space.
Where does he summon?
Fire
What
token.
color?
Yellow.
He comes out with half health because I'm 1 space away from the summoning token.
Ah.
So he
that's-
gets
He
2
got 2.
wounds already right on top of him.
That's a good place for you to
Another,
be.
another
Yeah,
one of these
I figured if I
things where we
stand
don't-
right here,
Mhm.
you
I'm
both
trying to
win.
stack these tokens. I always
However-
get-
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Not much we can do about it.
Okay, investigator fight. I'm having a fight because a fire vampire of these 3 dice put a fire back in its spot.
Yeah.
Put all that fire out, and here it comes some more.
Pain in the neck, aren't they?
All right, so they hit me twice, and 1 insanity. 1 insanity I don't care about. It's the hit me twice deal, if I care that much. I'm going to leave it alone because there's method to my madness on this, and I get 1 of these.
Interesting. There's a madness to my method.
I heal 2 every turn,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's going to go away at the end of the turn. So why bother with wasting stress? So that was the attack me thing. Then we have the grab your card, move him 1,
Yeah, this gets shuffled
yeah.
in.
put a roulette token on my space, and it goes the
Already got
nearest
one.
nearest adjacent of our choice. So back
That
that
one's
way.
better, yeah.
Yes, of course.
That's where
They
you
summon-
summon.
special trigger.
Summon a cultist on each roulette space,
Ah, that's what they do.
and move the star spawn 1 space towards you. If it's not on the board, summon it in the blue gate.
Blue gate.
It's not close enough to me to make it half health.
That would have been sweet.
All right. On
It's
me.
okay. Fetal position for the win.
So
So-
something was sort of
If I got
accomplished,
insane
and at the end of my turn, I healed 2 of any combination. So there goes 2 wounds healed.
So, first thing I'm going to do is rest. So I'm going to heal 3 wounds. 1, 2, 3. And then, what do we got?
Things are getting tenuous here.
You got fire in there with you. You got a room full of monsters.
Yeah, it's
I would get out of there, man.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out which lab I want to
So
go
you
towards.
rested once.
Yeah, I've got two more actions. I think.
You want to try to put out the fire first?
Nah, it's just fire. What's a little fire? It helps the complexion.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
I'm on fire.
Hold on. Yeah. Let's see what the dice rolls look like.
Stab a
Shank a
cultist.
cultist.
Either shank a cultist or move again and blow
Bring
the
him
lab.
with you.
Yeah.
Well, no, you only got 1 action left, so you can't move and blow the lab.
Oh yeah, because I rested. Yeah, I'll shank the cultist. And I get no, I don't get another die yet.
No.
Cultist is very shanked.
I don't know if this like racing to insanity is a great thing, but okay.
Okay, so now you
It is on
are
winning.
Yeah.
having a gift of a Mythos card.
Seeing if I get there next.
No, I get 2 Mythos
No,
cards.
that's right.
And
Pick
Actually,
one.
do I want to? Yeah, 2 Mythos cards, and they
Side
both are
screen.
summoners. Okay, we have Byaki or Crawling Chaos. Crawling Chaos. Each cultist moves 1 space towards me. If I'm in a raw space, which I am, lose 1 sanity.
I like the cultist idea.
Well, yeah, because it leaves you free to go
Byaki,
attack.
each
Yeah.
Byaki moves directly into my space and summon a Byaki. Do we still have both on the board?
Yeah,
We
they're both
do.
on the board. If you take the cultist, I'm
How
free to go
much-
break that lab.
You're still free to go break the lab anyway.
Yeah, they'll follow him.
They're just cultists. I don't mind losing, and then we summon more cultists. Cultists are all. I'm always gonna choose cultists because they're less of a pain. So
well, their symbol at
this
the
goes
top
on
might
there.
have something to do with it too.
They both have.
Oh, well, so much for that idea.
Yeah.
And that's there. So I lose a sanity. And
Move the
we
cultists
move all
one
the
space.
cultists one space to me. These guys are coming over here. He comes downstairs.
3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
It's just a room full.
And we
And the one
bring
that
cultists
summons-
on yellow and red.
The one on yellow is half health.
All right.
He's got
Got
one
one.
health.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't like all these tokens trying to figure out what's on what.
Yeah, well.
And now he's gonna attack me.
I don't know why they don't make something like this. That's like a hero clicks counter where you can put the
Yeah,
health
that's
totals on.
Probably
Yeah.
because of
Expense.
Yeah.
well, no, probably because it's patented for heroes clicks.
I mean, they can
Well,
make
they're,
their own version.
they're going to do that with their new app.
Yeah.
They're going to have Riffid tokens in the bottom and a board that reads
Sure.
them. And
Yeah, that
you
makes
have an
sense.
app on your phone, and but
Okay.
they haven't got there yet.
So, he attacks me with what? Just two.
Two green.
Two green.
greens.
Yeah, that's all he does.
One wound.
Oh, I heal 2 stress. I always heal 2 stress when I do a mythos, so I'm gonna reroll this one.
You can reroll again.
I'll reroll it again. Well, okay, fine.
Look,
He's
he's,
in-
I'll
just-
take a
he's
wound.
going to give you a wound. He's
So
determined.
now you're at 2 wounds.
Oh yeah.
Because
He
you were
was.
at 1.
Yeah.
You knocked it up.
3.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. End of turn. I am on
Fire.
fire.
One black dice per fire token.
Fire's out.
Nice.
That's it.
He's not doing anything else. Okay.
Not yet. He's coming soon.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's kill us a fire.
Vampire. Yeah.
Fire vampire.
Yes, please.
Anything special?
Or rest a turn, then do it.
She can't rest.
I
It's
can't
not in a
rest, it's
safe
not
space.
safe.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not safe. That's right.
If she kills it, then it's safe.
Okay.
Even though it's on
So
fire.
I got 2
How many did you get?
and
That's a third
3. I got 3.
No, that one's for the lab.
I
Yeah.
have 3 though.
Oh, okay.
Arcane mastery.
So
And
one
I go
more.
Insane one. Second attack.
It's,
There
Got
it
it.
is. One
each
more.
dead and one more
One more
insanity.
insanity.
You reroll any of those?
No, I have no stress left at all.
So now you can
My
rest
arm
if
is
you
not
I
want.
long
could, or I could put out some fire. Or attack the lab. I think attacking the lab before more monsters come on
Now
to
remember,
us might be a little
If
tough.
any of
Remember,
us
Mythos
die, we
might
lose
move
the
things.
whole. We lose the whole game.
Fine. I
Just a
rest. 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Making me feel better.
Mythos.
Alright. The sleeper awakens. If there are 2 more Riley spaces adjacent to
Oh,
each
there
other.
are.
There are.
At the end of the turn, advance Cthulhu on the track as if there were 3 summoning tokens. And
At the end of the
Oh, okay.
at the end of the turn, so that's gonna.
And that's gonna happen
it's,
twice.
It is the end of the
You get to
turn.
No,
Investigate.
it's not the end of the turn yet. You
Yes.
investigate or fight before the end of the turn.
Okay. Cages. This cage contains a one-handed lab monkey. It looks at you cunningly. If you have a guilty conscience, take 1 stress. You may claim the lab monkey, or you may heal all of your stress and claim guilty conscience. Guilty conscience is just says I should have done something. A one-handed lab monkey. You discard this card to give 1 of your items to an investigator that is anywhere.
You had to have guilty conscience to get
No, guilty conscience is a status.
It is a
More than
status
likely,
that will-
something will trigger
Yeah,
later,
it'll say,
What
"Oh, you have a
potentially.
guilty conscience, yeah. I guess I will. I could take the 1 stress, but then I would have no stress to take anymore.
You can heal all of it.
What does the monkey
Heal
do
all of
for
it
you?
and get a gun.
No.
You can discard this card to give 1 of your items to any
It's a
investigator. anywhere.
it's a FedEx carrier.
Yeah. Go,
And
monkey,
don't look
go.
at me. I do have
Or you
one
can
hand
not
missing.
use the card at all.
You can tell him to fly.
You can choose to not use the card at all.
Yeah, it's an optional trigger. I'm pretty sure. You read the center. Does the center say you have to do one of them?
Yeah, it says.
Oh, it says you have to do one of
Yeah.
them. Okay.
You may claim the lab monkey, or heal all of your stress and claim the guilty conscience.
May or.
Yeah.
So it sounds like one of the other. She's got a guilty conscience.
I'm gonna take
She's
the
got
guilty
a guilty
conscience. Yeah.
May means optional.
May, but then the second one says or.
Or. Yeah. You may take the monkey, or you do heal all of your stress and take guilty conscience.
Yeah, because otherwise you're bypassing this entirely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's one or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, why else would you be guilty?
You cannot discard.
You're guilty because you left it.
Yeah.
You can't leave it and not be guilty.
Yeah. Now end of turn.
Yeah.
Now
Hang
he
on,
moves.
hang on. He's reading up our rule before.
Okay. Doesn't say it's a complete option.
Okay.
Typical bad wording again.
Yep.
Yep. All right. So end of turn.
End of.
They should put a comma
Yeah.
in there to separate the actions.
So that moves over there.
So the first one becomes
It's
optional.
coming on the board
the second
soon.
one is mandatory.
How many labs? We only got one down.
We only got one down and one with a wound on it. He's in a position to be able to affect another one. Then we got to go down through a sea of cultists right now. All right. So me. I gotta wake up for my nap.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened here? Okay, so
one
1,
action to
2,
rest.
3. That was the action.
It's,
And then Buddha. I mean, there's nothing else really I'm gonna do.
And then you had to take one stress to get up,
No.
right?
no, he had to. He could only rest. That was the only action
Oh,
he could
you
take.
must take one stress to stand up. Yep. Okay. So I rested.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
And I took a stress.
Okay.
Okay, to stand up. All right. Well, the stress is coming from these guys, I think.
Yeah.
You're stressing me out,
So
They just
we're
want a hug.
going. I got 2 attacks. Let's go with the Night Gaunt first. So
the Yaki.
the Byaku, yeah, sorry. And that's my standard attack these days. Yep. Okay, so 2 successes, and it takes how much for that guy?
3.
2 successes and 2 insanity. Now, good the way it is. We'll do the second attack on the same guy. Wait, he takes 3.
Yeah.
You
You
take-
wanted to roll the star sign to try for another success.
Okay, no, let's not. Now we'll do it on the big guy.
Yeah, because he wants to take an attack to retaliate.
Okay,
1, 2,
so
3.
2 more. I won't. I'll go insane again. Take a nap. So 3 wounds on the other guy.
He's
1,
just gonna lay
2.
back down.
Go to sleep.
Did we mark the wounds on this?
2 on that one, yeah.
2 on that one. So okay, go to sleep. Level up now the brawling. So now I can attack as many figures as I want, like you can. And when they attack me, I can split the damage. All of them will take damage. So yeah, I'm in that room for a little bit, guys. That was my 3 actions.
If you tie those 2 up without dying, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean I have.
It's 2 things we don't have to
So,
deal with.
I understand.
Brian, Mythos.
Yep. All right. Okay, the thing this should not be. If Cthulhu is on the board, no. If Cthulhu is on the track, each investigator takes 2 stress. For every stress you're gonna take 1 wound instead. Sorry, but at least there's no summoning.
Oh, then it changes out with this one.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Otherwise,
We'll take that. Because
we can't remove these things, can we?
You can investigate, but they can't attack you. Resolve in a turn, no fire, nothing else happens.
Nope, just taking a nap.
Okay.
Just
Try your
taking a
nap.
I mean,
lab going away, yes.
Yep, I'm gonna use an action to move in here, use an action to attack the lab.
It's just a standard make a
just
roll unless you
drawing,
get
yeah.
Oh, you do have one.
Yeah, so I was looking for make sure I got all my dice.
oh yeah. Well, no, I just picked this up. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm good. I did it right.
1, 2, 3,
Destroyed.
4. Boom!
Nice.
Okay, what happens?
flip it. What's it
Bad
say?
face.
Major explosion. Deal 2 wounds to all enemies in this and adjacent spaces.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, that was
That would
sad.
have been good right here.
Yeah.
That's 2 out of 4.
All right.
I could run 1, 2, 3 to help you, right?
All of these guys are there.
Right.
Drag everybody with you.
What you need to do is go downstairs.
Or I
Put the
could
fire
run 1,
out.
2, 3 and help you guys put the fire out.
You put the fire
You
out.
drag
there,
every,
too.
no, don't drag 5 people into our space shoot.
I'm just gonna go ahead and rest because I don't really have a good option.
No,
third.
resting
No,
is
resting's
good.
good. We can't
Yeah,
die
and
before
you'll
he.
get to
Well, he's gonna
investigate
pop on the
as
board
long
soon.
as
So
there's nothing.
Yeah, and I get to investigate finally. Star spawn. Move the star spawn 2 spaces towards you. Then each investigator in its space loses insanity.
Damn it.
1, 2.
Nothing there.
Not close enough.
That's not good.
Or otherwise summon him. And then we got 2 of those things now. I get to
All right.
investigate now because I'm safe.
Yay.
Lab books. It's filled with a strange scrawl. Something about swapping the minds of humans and animals looks like nonsense. You may claim the lab notes. Lab notes. Gain 2 green to all rolls if you have at least
Nice.
1 student or animal companion.
Oh.
You need to trade that with me. No, I didn't take the student.
No.
I took the pistol.
And she didn't
Yeah.
take the monkey.
And she had. You,
She didn't take the monkey.
Why?
Well,
And you're not
you need
balanced
one on the
anymore.
other side to balance.
Yeah,
it,
but until I
so-
trigger, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right,
so
end of turn.
end of turn effects,
Quick, get
nothing
another one.
so far.
No.
Nada.
Not happened. Not
Fire,
hit.
no,
You're not on
no.
fire. All right. Mike,
Well, halfway there.
Is there any
guys.
wounds on the lab?
There's
One.
one, and it needs 3 more.
you did that.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
Yeah, well,
That's a pretty good turn. Fully
Yeah,
healed. Didn't take any more
yeah.
insanity.
fire things. So,
Fix yourself for the next one.
well, I don't have any re-rolls.
I mean, what's his face is behind me.
I don't have any benefit to make a roll except I get a. Okay, so I'll hit the lab. You got to get this thing done. That's 3.
2.
No, I get to count that
Ah,
one.
it's done.
3 done.
That is
Kaboom.
done. Now we're all on fire.
Damage. Come on.
Safe collapse. Heal all your stress.
Oh, nice.
All right. One more lab or 2
Let's-
more
let-
labs?
One more
out of
lab.
the 2.
One more lab.
They're both downstairs.
Yep.
Yeah, we gotta
They
go
throw
through
a sea
these.
of
Yeah, well, I'm going to put some fire out
Yes.
because nobody wants to drag 4 fire with them leaving the
Nope.
space. So I don't get another. No, not yet. That's
Yes.
1. I will do
So you
both
can
of
shoot
these.
them from away.
Okay, 1.
Yeah.
I'm not going to burn all my
yeah.
re-rolls.
Okay.
Actually, because I will. I'm going to burn 2 more. Yeah. Just because.
Hey,
2
that's
more.
better.
Only 1 left.
Because at the end of my turn, I can heal 2.
Okay.
Astral Promise. Move the nearest cultist to your space
The nearest cultist.
and choose 1. Add a roulette token to your space if there's already the nearest space, or lose 2 sanity. Well, that's pretty. We're not putting any more roulette spaces out there. And you get this.
Yes. I do.
So that was pretty benign. I don't have any fire tokens on me. Oh, am I in a safe space? No. Cultist attacks me.
No, now you're not.
Thanks to the cultist moving.
Yeah.
So
2 hits.
2 wounds. And have God.
I thought you got to heal some of your stress.
Stress, but he can't yet. It's not the end of the
Yeah.
turn.
End of his turn.
There's a sequence here, buddy.
The idea was that I was going to be in a safe spot.
Yeah,
but
yeah, but-
Unfortunately,
Oh, you have to be in a safe spot to get the stress. Yeah.
no.
No.
I will be healing 2, but now I have 2 wounds to be concerned about instead of.
Stress.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then we're progressing to all the other stuff that's nothing's happening. I will heal 1 of each.
Okay.
Yeah.
Saddle
Back to
focus.
me.
And I don't need the rest to heal, but I need
You already got
get
rid of
1
that.
more. 2 stress and 2
Have a
wounds.
cultist?
Even better.
Oh, it's just a cultist.
Look, I softened
Might be
that guy
something
up
better I
for
could
you,
do.
and I'm coming right behind you to
There's
take
not
care of some
coming into
cultists.
all
but-
that stuff. do it.
We'll see how. I think I can clean a
I'm
lot of
gonna
that.
bring
room.
him back into the room and do the same thing.
That's fine, because
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, I can attack all of them, and if they attack, they all take damage. So.
Well, I have the thing that I can attack all of them, and I can do a wound here to kill him, 2 wounds there to kill him.
So just an observation is, as long as you have 3 wounds available, you're safe with no rerolls because they don't roll more than 3 dice.
Mm.
So, unfortunately, he rolled. Why did he roll 4 dice?
I think you should kill the cultist, Ivan, and then heal yourself.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna rest, but then I've got 3 actions, so I'm thinking. So stab a dude, rest, move. Yeah, we'll do that.
You might need 2 actions to stab him. Let's not jinx this, but go ahead.
With my trusty knife.
All right.
Stab a dude.
No rerolls.
Oh,
See what I mean?
you jinxed me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 1. Stab him again. The first time didn't take.
And he's gone.
Now you
Good
can rest. Hmm?
Now I'll rest, so fully healed and 1 stress.
2.
Mythos, yeah, give me 2.
If
They're both. I keep pulling 2 summoners.
Actually, you can fireball him if you wanted to.
okay, so we're gonna see Cthulhu show up in his space.
Yeah.
Well, let's sneak downstairs, buddy, and let's end this. 'Cause
Raleigh.
Yeah, somebody needs to
Unleashed.
get to a lab.
Yeah,
quick.
fast.
Each investigator in Raleigh space loses 1 sanity. That's it. Where's the Raleigh?
Well, there's 2 of
you.
you.
Well,
It's
these
you
guys.
So
and
3 people lose sanity.
you'll trigger if you lose one.
So will you.
Fine. Then all the monsters will move towards
I'm-
me, which will clear
Everybody in
this
the Raleigh
out.
space.
Huh?
Yeah.
Everybody in the rolling space.
Huh.
Yeah.
So
We're here.
2 of us will trigger our insanities.
So everything moves over there.
Which
Or
is,
lab accident. Each figure in a space with an undestroyed lab takes 1 wound. Also, each investigator with a guilty conscience takes 2 stress. For each stress, they cannot take a
I
wound
have a
instead.
guilty conscience. It would affect me.
Nobody's next to an undestroyed lab.
why wouldn't you want to take 1 insanity?
No, I'm looking at what the consequences of each card are, so
You're
I can
talking about
decide.
the bag, like the monsters take a wound, or the
In each figure in a space
So technically, you could put a wound on.
on the monsters.
There.
And you'd give me 2 stress, which would mean I would have no more stress. But I'm fine. I can heal later.
Yeah.
Um,
So
Are any of those
or we
summoning
can
ones?
trigger our insanity stuff, and which might be better for us because all these guys are going to move towards me, which might clear some up for you guys to go
It'll
this way.
clear all of it up. I just got killed.
Because
that
they
guy.
could go
And he
this
got
way
killed
towards
him.
me, not this way towards me. It's the same.
Matter of fact, if we
yeah.
both move and meet in that room, if there's any left over, does that make sense?
Okay,
Yeah.
so us 3.
So which
go
one
a
are you
little bit
doing?
crazy. We're doing Raleigh Unleashed. This goes.
To the bottom.
Well, it's going to get shuffled anyway. So
Yeah.
each investigator in a relay space is.
So first,
I take 1 and I trigger.
I'll trigger first.
You took
I
1.
already took 1. I don't trigger.
Okay, so you trigger
I'll
and then
trigger
I trigger.
first. So paranoia.
I think they're going to the dark side.
Everybody's coming to me. They're going this way. Wounded twice.
Oh, it's the magnets. I was like, why is he sticking?
He's got 1 wound. Hold on. Make sure we.
No, he
remove
would
the-
go across to the door.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're right.
No, right here, man.
There's a.
Oh, I didn't
there's
see there was a
yeah.
door there. Sorry.
There's a door.
Yeah, they're kind of subtly
He's gonna
marked.
come to you.
So that's the only one you're
Yes.
gonna have to try
Those guys are gonna come
deal
to
with to
you.
get to the left.
Yeah, just the star spawn.
Well,
has 3 wounds
we got to
on
go
it.
down there, and then we have this
Oh,
anyway.
and
But yeah.
Cthulhu comes to me, doesn't he?
Well,
We'll
yeah,
get there.
yeah,
Okay, so now you guys can trigger your thing. I'm gonna. There is a guy, so I don't kill all my stress. So let's figure
take
out what I
1
wanna do.
stress. So I have to take a stress for the wound I have, triggering this, and then I am going to keep bumping the healing.
He's a self healer.
Self healer.
I can heal anybody in my space.
Nah, he's not a self healer. That's
An
it.
investigator
He's a
in my
medic,
space,
period.
it may be myself.
No.
So I can heal 2 and 2 right now.
This heals all my stress.
So you want to follow me around, or if I ever get free, I was, every
The
time I
next-
turn around, I'm
Next one,
blocked by monsters or
I get to
circumstances.
ignore a mythos card and stop enemy summoning. All right, so
So that was, now you're
mythos. Now we investigate our fight. Cultist is going to attack me.
2 green.
He hits me
Two.
twice. And Cthulhu's going to end my day, isn't he? I got 1 reroll left. We'll
Well, I don't
pick
think he
that.
attacks the turn that he's summoned.
Generally not.
Oh yeah, because we're already doing the fight first, and then
Yeah.
he'll do the
Yeah,
resolve
yeah.
turn. I'll re-roll one of these guys.
You'd be down.
Okay. Because now I heal all of my stress every turn for when I draw mythos cards.
Okay, good. So you don't get to use it in your turn, but you're gonna be stress free by the end of the turn.
Yeah, so after this, I'll just be.
Yeah.
I'm a stress.
Okay, so you
addict.
have no fire.
No fire.
We're checking the discard pile.
He is now.
We have that card.
Why does he have a wound on?
I rolled and it rolled over there. That's
Okay,
all.
so he
Okay.
comes in my space.
We do this and read.
Okay.
When revealed, summon Cthulhu into your space. Each enemy in a relay space moves 1 space towards you.
That's it.
Okay. At the end of each turn, put a related token in Cthulhu's space. If there's already a token there, put it in the nearest space that doesn't have one. And now he can be hit if we get another lab down, but otherwise we can't touch him now.
Why'd you put it here?
Because
It's
it's
I don't
not
think there's a door
connected.
there.
Ah, okay.
Oh, does he get summoned with half health because of your ability?
No, it's only on the gates.
Wouldn't that be great? Uh-huh.
We can't damage him.
Yeah.
We cannot put any damage on Cthulhu at this time.
He's so
Why?
cute.
Because we haven't destroyed the labs?
Yeah.
We need the 4th gate.
All
Or 4th lab, I mean.
Time to go.
All right.
Yep.
You
It's
know-
definitely time to go.
I gotta say, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I've been stuck looking at this guy's butt the whole game.
I know, right?
It's just like...
Mike, let's have him face the camera for the viewers.
no, I get that, but I just...
And you picked the wrong space to sit.
I guess. All right, Shelby. Who you fireballing? You can't put any physical damage on him.
No, I can't. But
Are you in the
Just
same
go up and kill
spaces?
the
I can
lab.
get down there.
Well, can you are you sneaky? You can sneak by the star spawn. I know
Yeah.
I am. I can stealth by the star spawn and head down in the middle of the.
But can she
One,
sneak by... Who's in there?
two.
Just Cthulhu?
No, that's
I
not
just
in
go
her
this
space.
way.
She's
Oh,
got it
she's
in
in the
space.
next space.
She's
Yeah.
in with me.
Yeah, so she can
Cthulhu's
sneak
so
by
big I
him,
can't see the line division
and
from
she'll
here.
be in this
Between-
space,
Yeah, but I'll
and then
take-
she can sneak out of
Well,
that.
if I don't, my circumstance insurance, I'll jump down there if you guys haven't already been
Or
there.
no, you could move. So it's 3. So 1, 2. You move into
Yeah,
the lab
that's
space.
what I'm
Those 2
gonna
guys
do.
would follow you.
One,
But they're less
two.
nasty
I'm
than
actually
the
gonna
star spawn.
stop there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Okay, might as well. We're about to
I
come
take
downstairs
a
anyway, so.
Fire for leaving a room with fire. And then I'll attack something. Yes, the Biyaki is
3 hit
3.
points or 2 hit
You know,
points.
you think you can kill a Biyaki?
well. If I roll an arcane, it counts as a success. So,
Oh, so maybe.
hope.
It's possible.
Yeah,
And you got some stress to be able to reroll, so.
true.
Oh,
Wow.
Biff everything. Okay, 2 rerolls.
No, don't even waste them.
Wow.
Don't
'Cause
even
you're not gonna
waste
kill
them. Yeah, you're not going to kill it. Don't do it.
Well, I can roll again because
Yeah.
that's actually a 3rd action. Moving
Yeah,
is
so
one.
maybe use him on this.
or use them for defense.
Wow.
That's
One.
just bad.
And that would
Bad
trigger.
dice strike.
But there's
But
nothing
there's nothing
there.
to
So
trigger,
it's
which is
actually
good.
good. Yeah, okay, so I did 1 against him.
Oh,
then
you're going to
what are you
trigger
gonna
your
roll for level?
insanity.
It
Which
doesn't
is
matter.
fine, there's nothing that's gonna happen, but it's gonna boost me up in something. So I'm gonna take.
Oh, see, I
This
want
one.
that skill, the marksman skill. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to be a space away, which is the.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. I mean,
You know.
right now I get up and I shoot this room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
So.
All right.
Okay, and then I
Myth-
have to roll for fire. No, I
No,
draw the
mythos
mythos card
first.
first. The thing that should not be. If Cthulhu is on the board, each investigator loses 1 insanity.
Hey. Blah, 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 blah.
That's it.
All right.
Just don't look.
Now you fire.
Now I take a
I'm not.
Nothing.
Nothing.
But the fire's gone.
Fire's gone.
Oh, don't.
And
It
yep,
was a tentacle,
that's that.
At the end of each turn,
gets-
put
she
a
goes
put
insane
a relay
and
token in
fire
his
for
space.
the
If not,
tentacle
put it
too.
in the next nearest space.
Oh, she
Where do
did
we
that
want
already.
this? Here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
The evil spreads. All right, time to wake up from a nap again. Oh, look, there's nobody here this time. 1, 2, 3. Then take a stress.
Stand up.
Okay, so I'm gonna clear a path for you, I think. So
1, 2, start shooting.
yeah, that's good.
You gonna
So
take him
1,
with you?
yes, you want 100%. 2
That was a fire.
and shoot. So the star spawn needs how much?
4
Four
here, 2 and 2.
It needs
got
4.
3.
Yeah.
He's already wounded.
Okay,
3,
well,
so
it
he needs
doesn't
4,
matter
yeah.
because when you attack, you may target any number of figures in your space.
Yeah, you just
Like,
roll dice and put them where
yeah,
you want
so,
to. Now
okay.
that you've got to that
So
point. yes.
3 plus 1 for the pistol,
3
1
green.
for brawling, and 1 for unlock.
Bonus.
Your state of mind.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 1 for the state of mind.
Okay, so
You got 4 successes.
4 successes, 2 sanities, and we'll leave these as they are, I think. So 2 sanity, 1, 2.
Oh, one more. You're going back to the.
Yeah, to sleep. That's okay. So I could do all 4 on that guy and just get
Yeah,
of
kill
him.
him. or
I
you could
think
kill
that
both
would be
of
the
them.
best.
No, because so when they attack me, I deal and wound to them when I take damage. But
Well, then
let's
you could. Well,
He has another attack too still.
do it. No, I
You moved once,
I
and then you
rested.
attacked.
I rested to get up.
That's right.
Rest, move, and attack.
Rest, move, and attack. So, I mean, if I kill that guy, there's 2 guys attacking me. If we make him go first, potentially, yeah,
Or you kill those 2 and he attacks you.
correct.
yeah.
Yep.
Well, so
Either way.
the star spawn adds 2 automatic tentacles to its attack.
no.
Only if it's in a relay space.
Yeah, if it's in a
Put it
relay
in
space.
Not
So you got 3
right there
black
yet.
die, 2 green die, and 2 green and a black die. So he's the
And he
most
counts.
possibility
He
of hurting
counts.
you.
Star sign as success.
And we can choose these guys to go in any order, right? So if I have the cultist go first, I get this guy down to 1. So I have 4 successes. He needs 4 to die. So if I put 3 on him and 3 on him, does that kill this guy?
He only needs 2
he only
more.
needs 2.
2. Yeah, do this. So split him. So put him down to 1 health, basically.
So 3 there. You have
3
1
there.
left.
1 left. And if I put
Put one on
there.
1 on this guy,
He needs 1 more.
right?
No.
But you could
Because
also
when
do
they
a-
wound me, I'm going to give 1 wound to each enemy,
Yeah.
right?
In the space.
In the space.
So
So,
then it
if I
should-
let
that
the
should clear
cultist
it,
go
yeah.
first and he does a wound, great. This guy died and this guy dies, and I don't have to,
Right.
Mhm.
right? Okay.
Okay.
We'll see if
So
this pans
then-
out the way I think it's
Was
gonna.
that
Draw the myth.
That was
That
3
was
because I had the rest.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Move.
if they move out of your space, then they
Yeah, then the plan goes to poof.
Before you do that, though, food for thought, you could spend a stress to do a reroll and get 1 more sanity and just go to sleep and not have to worry about attacks.
He wants that.
I want
attack.
the
Okay,
attacks
okay.
because they
I'm
keeps
just-
you guys safe,
Okay.
and I'm at full health.
yeah, it gets rid of the monsters instead of just
Now we can
dodging.
die
Yeah,
without losing. We just need to.
we'd
get
rather
the
not, but chaos in the labs. Oh boy. Move the elder one and each monster 1 space towards the undestroyed closest to each of them. Yeah, that was the problem.
Headed for the stairway.
To the undestroyed labs.
Well, which way do we want him to go? He can go this way or that way. It's 2 spaces either
It's
way.
hit John's choice.
No, that's true.
This way moves it into the space
Into
with
the-
Mike.
in the space without Mike.
Yeah.
Put him
back
in there
over
with
all
all
these
the
colors.
monsters in that one big room.
Yep, they're having a party.
But they're all going to go.
Are they all? Is it
No,
every
it's
monster
just
going?
It's just the star spawn.
Move the elder one and each monster
The elder
1
one.
space towards.
I moved
So they're all
they're
moving.
So if the
moving
cultists
back.
count as
Great.
monsters,
So, yes, they
Yeah.
do.
yeah, all right.
So do you want these guys in this lab or that lab?
The lab that already has monsters because I want them all together. My abilities wants them
They-
all together.
These
They
3 are all in
all
this
the-
room with you, but they have to move towards a lab.
Right, but
Yeah.
oh, there was nobody here.
Nobody's here now.
Yeah, what the hey? This one's not on fire. Let's go there. Like literally, I
So,
want.
yeah, they just dodged you.
Yep. Summon a cultist in each damaged lab. There are no damaged lab. Then remove 1 wound from each lab in a space with a cultist. There's no such thing. Okay, so that was it. We don't care about summoning things anymore, right?
Well,
Oh, this goes. That replaces the.
No, it's got. Oh yeah.
It's not a summoning card.
Yeah.
So that's going to reactivate when she
If I
triggers.
get instinct.
All right.
And they're going to
Josh.
chase the lab to protect the labs. Now it just blocked me from getting down there.
No, it's still his turn. You now get to investigate. That was the
I
mythos
do
card.
because there's
Oh, yeah,
nobody
it's
there.
yeah.
Okay. Medical supply. There's no right, so has to be something useful here. Use to claim the medicine. Okay. Discard to heal all wounds from 1 investigator in your space, including you. All right. Well, that's
Nice.
cool.
Should things get bad?
Yeah.
And then in a phase, you gotta roll for your.
Roll for fire.
I take a damage.
And
Go to sleep. do you want to spend a thing to reroll?
that's one of each.
Yeah, because sleep doesn't help you at this point.
Yeah. Let's do the reroll. Just the damage. I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing.
End of turn effects. Put a related token in the nearest to Cthulhu that doesn't have one.
No, so one of these, yeah.
Bringing the power of relay with him.
Okay, love machine.
Love machine.
Raw Rasputin.
So I could come rushing down to you guys and bring all of them with me.
Not sure how good of a plan that
you
is,
could
but
dive in there and
Well,
start beating them.
I could
death.
do a move down there and then do another move just to bring them all here with me.
yeah. But I mean, realistically speaking, at this point, you got enough of a mess there that with your ability, just spending 2 actions to attack isn't a horrible idea.
Major problem here.
Because you can probably get rid of most cultists.
Major problem.
How many dice are you picking up?
Let's see. I get the 3 black. I get a green one for brawling. I get a green one for that guy up there. I think that's it. So then I get 2 free rituals.
Up to you, but you know, sitting there doesn't do you a lot of good other than to put out fire. That's what
I don't care about the fire.
I didn't think you would either.
I'm just saying, should I just go there and attack, or should I use my full 3 movement and bring them down here and attack?
I mean, there's multiples of attack 2 guys, but I mean,
I wanna see
either
what
way.
destroy equipment, the wording is.
I mean, suppose you could bring them all with you down there, and then we're all in the lab space.
From range.
Or I could just
No,
move
it's
them
not an
all
attack.
this way. That way
Specifies
Mike's
on
free to
there
go
it's
down
not
on
an
his
attack,
turn.
It's a make a roll,
I think that's a better plan.
which only gets you the bonus greens.
Yeah,
from the
move.
top of the.
Do your movement so that they're out of the way.
Okay.
That's
Unless
the
you
idea,
have
right?
All right, so
other
I'm gonna do
make a roll,
this,
which I
Mike.
don't.
One.
I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, and bring them all into this little room with me.
Oh, there you
Don't-
go.
That way
don't
they're
forget.
out of your way.
You're losing
Maybe.
health tokens.
Sorry.
here. So he's
Maybe.
got 1. He's got
That's a maybe
1.
because
Yeah,
as soon as you
she's
draw the
got
mythos and they all
2,
move.
because
Yeah,
He's
but
in
it's
direction
still.
of the-
Because I
Yep.
half
Yeah.
him.
But we'll
with
see.
it.
Yeah.
The,
That
one
might
of these
work.
cultists has
And that's that
one.
on
Yeah.
cultist.
We can hope that that'll work and I can get down there and
Yeah.
get to the lab.
You had to pick the smallest room possible.
I didn't want to take him back in the hallway with the big dude.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, let's start. How about this? Let's solve the problem by
So
thinking
now
it
you're
out.
gonna attack
Attack
Okay,
him
so
twice.
yeah.
There you go.
All right, so let's
You have
do
to
an
pick a
attack.
target.
No, he can-
I can attack whoever I want. I got the
He's
same
got
ability he
one.
does.
Okay, so he
There's,
did.
there's 2 of us now.
Yeah.
Roll.
I'm a brawler.
So how many
And he
dice
gets
do you
2
get?
free rerolls.
Yeah.
So you gain 2 green dice.
Yep.
2
Alright.
free rerolls.
Punch, punch,
Yeah.
punch, punch, punch. I get a free reroll.
Punch.
Punch. 5
Distribute
hits.
as you wish.
All right. He needs
4.
2 to
He's already
die.
got
Oh,
Kill him.
that's 2.
1, kill him. And 1, kill him. And I guess I put in a 1 on another cultist. Instead, we'll leave your one there and we'll just kill you.
Okay. Perfect.
Wow.
Yep.
Cleaned house.
Mhm.
And he gets to attack again.
Yep.
Die, cultists.
Yeah, they were just stars.
Okay, you probably got him now.
Oh,
I get a reroll.
reroll.
I get a reroll.
No, you get
don't-
1 reroll.
I get 2 free rolls when attacking
2
a target.
free rerolls.
Yeah.
You're right.
So
yeah.
2 cultists go
2
away.
cultists got him.
Wow.
No, I'm going to spend an insanity for another reroll. I'm going to punch that last cultist and kill him too.
There you
Yeah,
go.
you did.
Stress, not
What
sanity.
was
Yeah.
that?
He just-
Flurry of
I
fists.
thought
is what that-
Rasputin gets to a point.
I know Kung Fu.
Come with me, my followers.
All right.
So that was your actions.
Yep, that was everything. Oh, and I'm in a free space now. Looks like.
Maybe.
Wow.
Let's see what the
Don't
mythos
count your
says.
chickens yet.
If there are 2 more relay spaces adjacent to each other at the
You
end
think?
of the thing,
Yes.
advance Cthulhu on the track as if there were.
Yeah.
We're gonna lose the
At the
game
end.
this way. Yeah.
These things keep coming up.
So when it end of each no, okay, so we're not
Well, if
worrying
she
about that.
triggers it,
I get to investigate now. Oh, I have a fire thing. I mean, by the way, from that room when I left. Good boy. What's a good boy? You can take 2 stress to claim the dog, or if I do not claim the dog, take a guilty conscience.
You know you want the you want. The
I
dog.
do because I get 2 more green
You want the
dice.
dog.
And it
I have
evens you
Rex the
out.
dog. He heals 1 stress at the end of each of my turns.
Yeah,
so
now you're
Rex
even
is a
out.
good boy.
And you're
Good
even
boy.
right now. So
Yeah,
lots of good
yeah,
things
yeah.
happening for you.
That's nice. Things are getting worse for the minute by me.
I just cleared the house for you.
Okay,
All right.
so
Run, Mike.
All right.
End of turn. What is this?
It's a wound. No, it's a wound. Oh,
Oh,
you're
fire.
okay. It's nothing, and the counter goes away.
Yep.
You're stressed out, but
Yeah.
you know,
I get to heal stress.
there you go. Pet the dog.
Your turn, Mike.
yeah,
Oh, puppy.
great.
All right.
Run, Mike.
No, I'm definitely gonna run and gain a fire token as I leave that space. So
Blow up
1,
a lab.
2, and gain another fire space for leaving that one, and get into the lab and blow the sucker up.
You go.
I believe in you.
Yeah.
You get a green dice.
He's
I
got
Oh,
have
okay. Okay.
Mm.
no stress to use either.
nope,
It's
Just
second
one.
action.
same thing.
Better,
Hey.
better.
3.
Tree.
I get
Oh,
to
yeah.
count. I
There
get
you
to
go.
count one of these.
Now.
3 with no stress, so it's blown up. And major explosion, deal 2 wounds to all enemies in this and adjacent
Oh
spaces.
no,
No,
no, it's
no,
not
it's
Jason.
not
Ah.
That never panned out for us, did it?
Nope.
But Cthulhu
Now
is
we
now
can-
vulnerable.
now
I
we
should
can
have brought
punch
them all
Cthulhu.
downstairs.
So that was 3 actions
said
on
one and a
my
half,
yeah.
part.
Oh no, I would have because they would have
Mythos?
been right here.
Yeah.
If it depends.
But then I could have like ran
Students
around
go
one more
mad.
time.
I don't have a
You
student, I have a
shouldn't have
professor.
let them go. If you have any student companions, discard a student and summon a cultist in your space.
Nope.
No.
Cool.
Well, that's good. We'll
Good.
take
We
that
get rid
over.
of
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Any
All
day.
right.
Okay, so then investigate or fight. Hey, I can finally investigate?
Yeah.
This will be a first. Desk. Shoved against the wall. What's in this drawer? You may claim the whiskey bottle. Discard,
he's that
discard
kind
to
of a
heal all
healer.
your stress and discard all your guilty conscience cards.
Oh, well, you
man.
get drunk and you're not.
You forget about it.
You're
For
like,
a
I
little
don't feel
bit,
guilty
for just
anymore.
long enough.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Okay, so
I
that
think they know how
was
alcohol
that.
works.
End of turn effects are relay on the nearest spot to Cthulhu.
Well, there's not. Yeah, that's the nearest spot.
Can we put it there?
It's either here or there, I think. So.
We can't put it there? That's a spot.
No, it would be here.
That's
because that's
that's
two away.
nearest. Yeah, that's nearest.
That
1,
is
2,
also
1, 2.
two.
That's 2.
No.
No,
He's
in this
here.
spot. This is one.
That's one
Oh,
away.
that's one
Oh,
away.
I see. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so that was the end of Elder 1 turn effects, and I, at the end of my turn, get to heal 2 stress and 2 wounds.
So the question is, do we kill what's behind us or just go
Because
upstairs?
there's
to
nobody
pile
else
on?
in my space.
Fire.
Oh, I got 2 fire
Yeah.
tokens to roll for. So I healed that wound. And they're gone.
All right.
So now it's time to pile on to Cthulhu, I believe, huh?
Stab him.
I'm gonna go shank a Cthulhu.
Yeah, that's actually should be entertaining.
Yeah. How many hits does he do at
12.
this?
Oh, he does 2 black, 2 green dice. So you want to
4
rest ahead of
could
time?
kill me.
And only shank him 1.
When does the next stage come out?
You could heal
12
once.
hits.
After you kill him, okay.
Well, you got to kill him 3 times.
Okay.
And
Yeah, we're
we
running
only
out
have,
of
we only
time.
have one more.
Yeah.
We have no symbols yet, but
Yeah.
it's looking.
I do have
Grim,
a professor
yeah.
that could take my wound.
Take one wound, yes.
You could also use a turn to heal yourself first.
Yeah, but I want to punch him more. Waiting turns is gonna kill us.
That's correct.
So let me.
We have
Punch
to run for
Cthulhu,
Cthulhu now
or
and
stab
start
Cthulhu.
ganging up on him.
Shank Cthulhu. I only get 1 extra green at this point. but I can take all star sign as successes. It was a success, but I'm not counting it off the table. 4 successes. I shanked him, but good. So, 4
Nice.
on him. And I'm going to shank him again for my third action.
If you do this again, I'll be impressed. Not quite, but...
Let's see. One more to him. I can't re-roll these, so...
That's it.
Draw a mythos. Give me 2. So either Fire Vampire and more advancing him on the track, or
That's not good.
Astral Promise. Move the nearest cultist to my space and choose one. Add a Raleigh token to your space. If there's already one, add it to the nearest. Or lose 2 sanity, and that'll get me here, which will make me better at things.
It'll trigger your paranoia, and they'll all come after you.
Which is okay, because we're all going to
They'll
that
go
room
into
anyway.
that space with you two.
One closer to you or one to your space?
Closest one to you.
To move the
Move the closest one to you.
nearest cultist to me. There's already one in me, or is it that one to me?
No, you move the nearest one to you. He's right there.
Yeah.
And add a token or another
Or take
space.
2.
Or take. I think we won't trigger because that's gonna mess you guys up.
Yeah.
How's that gonna mess me up?
Well,
You
what
two,
we
because they're
don't
gonna be moving to space.
what we don't want is any of those.
Right.
Period.
So if they move a space, I just moved out and they follow me. And then when I attack everything in my room. I don't care.
You attack
that-
everything, or you split it between
I
things.
split it, and then when they attack back, they
Yeah,
all
so
trigger.
they're
it
one,
all
they're,
on
and they're one
Cthulhu.
away from dying, so
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
Alright. Well,
we don't want any symbols. So if you have a choice,
no,
none of
I'm
those.
not doing this. So this is the symbol when it goes under. It's my choice for this card is either adding another one of these
Yeah.
Or taking 2.
or taking 2 sanity and triggering my paranoia.
Do you want a level up?
Yeah. If you don't think that's gonna mess both of you two up
Is this,
to have those guys with you, he's
She's gonna go
she's
first.
Gonna go
She's gonna
first.
drag him away from me, probably. I'm guessing.
But she can stealth 1 and leave 1,
Yeah. It's...
but it's a choice. So what
It's
is
the
gonna mess
issue
you
is,
up
can
more?
she take
Having
the
the monsters
attacks?
there.
Because before I get to them, they're gonna attack her. So it's you know.
But I think we need to concentrate on him and ignore these guys if we can.
I want to get out of there, and because if I can attack from this space, it's just one
Alright, then
space.
we're gonna just add
Me and you
another
are
one
gonna
of
do
these
damage.
guys.
No, you don't have that. I have the every time they attack me, they'll take damage.
Okay.
So.
I mean, I have the beat the crap out of
can't-
things
Yeah.
abilities.
I have that, and I have the. Oh, you're still
that
alive.
goes
You
for her.
attack me. Great.
Yeah,
Take
that was
one.
my-
Worst case scenario, I just gain a bunch of insanity so I can have additional death.
Um,
You might
That
the last
doesn't work. I
person
can
to
take
die.
some more
Investigator
insanity to
fight,
get another
so
death.
Well, I
Cthulhu's
don't-
gonna punch me
I don't
back.
I don't think
Here's
it's a
rolling
matter
2
of
green.
No, it's
surviving.
not. That's the
We have-
banner right
yeah.
there.
I
We
also,
have 4 more of these
all my
symbols and
stress.
we're over.
That's what's gonna get us in the end.
So he drives you
Okay.
insane twice.
that would do that already. I'm gonna re-roll this one. Okay, and I'll take 1 and 1.
Okay, so that was the fight.
Yep.
End of turn effects. Put another relay token out in the nearest spot, which
All the way up.
is that
Oh,
2?
it's
I
there,
mean,
it's
is
there.
this a
That's one.
spot? I don't
That's
know.
one away.
Yeah.
That's 2. That's 1 away.
Oh yeah,
So it has to go here. It's only one away. That one should have gone there.
That's okay.
There we go.
Now it's the same.
All the tokens everywhere.
One more token left.
Yeah, and when he triggers and he summons a cultist at every one of those tokens,
They're just
Oh.
cultists.
he has
so
all
run
kinds
into
of
that
protection.
room, run downstairs, bring him with me.
All right,
I said
so
Boop,
Okay,
boop,
so that was
boop.
it?
Spread him down.
Uh,
That way
that was the
everything
end of-
spawns up here.
the end
we
of
have to worry about
turn effects.
Oh, you mean
yes.
3 attacks for us? Is that what you're saying?
Cool.
So I was
Nice.
going upstairs.
Great.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
it. Yeah.
Move. Take fire.
And shoot fire.
And I roll these and this
Marksman
and 2 more of
kind of
these.
things.
Yeah,
and
she does
shoot.
way better from away.
Okay.
Lots of insanity.
Not that. Not
4
that.
hits.
4.
You can count this as 1 too.
Yes,
so
that's
that's
5. I'll reroll them both. Why not? Cool.
Oh,
7, he's dead.
7. Oh,
He's been.
Well, stage 1's gone.
Yeah.
so,
Stage 2's done.
so do we wipe all this?
If you
or
just
do-
let me dump them, I...
uh,
So this goes here. Win revealed. Move Cthulhu to the blue gate. Each investigator in a
Hey, buddy.
Each investigator in a relay of space takes a wound and loses a sanity.
now that triggers, so all the monsters move towards me. Is he a
Okay.
monster?
By the way, everything is a monster. Oh, he's an elder one, so he's probably not a monster, but I don't know. Anyway,
They move
hold.
towards me.
Just so you know, at the end of each turn, you're going to lose a sanity. Everybody will lose a sanity at the end of every turn.
Awesome.
Okay, well, mine triggered
So-
and yours triggered. But I'm the active player.
Okay, so yours goes first.
So mine goes first. Move the
move
nearest
that guy to
cultist.
you. Alright.
Add a relay token or lose 2 sanity. I'm
We're
gonna add a
gonna
relay.
be sanity's gonna be a little bit more precious at this
There.
point.
And then that's my trigger.
So,
I
Mike,
then-
is the relay the loss of sanity a relay token effect?
No, it's his effect.
His effect. Okay.
He's
can
now
just- yeah.
become more.
All right.
He's bleeding and oozing. Got it.
But that was pretty cool. If you can, yeah, we have a shot here, I think.
We do. I don't know how it's gonna pan out. It depends on the attacks.
If we get back around to her,
And
Okay.
his
got a
ability
shot.
You're
triggers.
good?
You two,
His ability triggers. No, he's not a monster.
He's a
He's an elder.
monster? Okay.
well, I'm checking.
Okay.
All right. So do I want to
I
take?
presume he
wounds
probably
to
is, but
cancel
he's
mythos
called an
cards.
elder one, so I'm not really
Wounds to
sure.
cancel mythos?
2 wounds to cancel any
Mythos
mythos
cards,
cards,
enemies.
special
No.
effects, and enemy summoning.
Okay, so apparently
now
there's
I'm 1 space from each summoning space except for that one. So
Apparently cultists
they
are not
they come at
monsters.
half health anyway.
The other
Cultists
thing
are
is
not.
I could
I
heal
kind of
my
thought.
separate
stress
category
for my
is
Yeah.
cultists,
successes.
monsters, and
Or-
elder
I
ones.
can't-
Better
kinda
running.
figured
Running's
as
not
much,
helping
so.
at this point.
Okay, so you guys
Cultists.
heard that cultists are not monsters.
Separate categories
Right,
are
so-
cultists,
Oh.
monsters, elder ones.
Real quick,
They're all
canceling
defined as enemies.
a mythos cards. If I'm not standing incorrect, means not adding to that track, which will cause the end game. Am I?
It's canceling these card special effects.
Then that's not important.
Yeah.
Then that's not very.
So I could wound myself 2 to cancel card special effects and the enemy summoning on the card.
No.
I already get to choose which
This
two
is the
cards.
elder god summoning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
not special. That's
So the other thing is I could do better stress healing while I roll at this point. So each of my elder signs would do that. Or I could do better running. We don't need better running at this point in the game. So I guess I'll do that.
are we good?
Okay.
Now
No.
my paranoia triggers.
We already did that.
But remember, the active player is the
Who's
person
that?
that's gonna trigger first. Are you
She-
done?
she
with
I'm
already
done
it?
with the
did.
triggering. Yes.
Okay, so
but
now your triggers.
Paranoia, he
you
already
have
moved
no
all the
monsters.
monsters
You have
one
no
towards me.
monsters, yeah.
So you were at mythos card phase?
Yes.
They did. They moved right in my space. That's fine. They're gonna follow me, and we're gonna go.
If the
party
star
with
spawn is
Cthulhu.
on the board, each
In the little
investigator in its space loses 2 sanity. So that is
You.
John.
Trigger.
And it moves 2 spaces
Catatonia.
towards me.
That's actually a problem because now I have to.
We would then summon the star spawn on blue if it was not
No,
on
he's there.
the board already.
So you trigger. Okay, so you're done triggering. Okay, right.
Wait.
Now
So
you're
why
trying.
did the star spawn moved?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're in the middle of a
Oh.
fight.
So now
So now they're going to.
In
whack
whichever
me.
whichever
and the
order
cultist.
you wish.
Cultist probably won't hurt me. 1.
one wound.
And then the star spawn is in a relay space, so it automatically adds 2 tentacles.
Great.
You go crazy
and,
twice.
Rolls
Yeah.
3 black.
3 black. That's it.
That could be enough.
Okay,
Oh.
great. And so
3
I'm
and
pretty
trigger is
crazy.
good. You don't have anything that pops
Two
off.
wounds.
Nope, and 2 wounds. And I get to
You get to
level up
get better at
something
it,
else.
You trigger your, which doesn't have
There's
in
nothing
there. Yeah, this is not the time to be without
To get a free
rerolls.
roll.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what you did.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Marine.
Oh, she's a-
Nope.
yeah,
I need
she's
to-
Max.
in dire need. If I
Well,
can get up there with medicine, I can
Safe.
help her out too. Okay, my turn.
Your
All
turn.
right, so I'm gonna wake up and rest by doing 1, 2, and then 1 over here, and then I'm going to run into that room.
Are you stealthing?
No,
Does it have stuff?
I want them to come, drag everybody into the little room, and then I'll use my
Everybody's in here.
final-
Oh, Rasputin.
my final action to attack.
Everybody's in the room with Cthulhu.
So I have 2 free rerolls now, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3.
Since we just talked about how there's the differences between Elder One monster and cultist,
1, 2.
when it said things follow you, did it say monsters follow you or say
All enemies.
Enemies. Yeah.
Okay, so that's another. That's a success. So I got 3 hits. Okay, and let's.
Did you
leave
have
it at-
free rerolls now?
I have 2 free rerolls. You're right. So I might as well use the first 2 rerolls. Will be 1 die, right? It's just 1 die.
1 die per reroll.
Yeah.
So let's take a stress
Do all 3 of them.
and do all 3. Okay.
2 more
so
hits.
that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. No loss of sanity. I am inclined to putting all 5 on Cthulhu himself.
1 to kill this guy.
Yeah, but if any of them attack me,
They're
gonna
die
take a
anyway.
wound.
So he'll die.
I understand, but then you get killed if they all attack you.
right?
Because
But if
Cthulhu's going to attack you.
Cthulhu goes first, he does wounds to me. When I take a wound, everybody in that room takes a wound.
I
Every
underst-
enemy.
Yeah.
Before, so
Okay.
they won't get to
I
it.
understand.
Right.
So you can put 1 on the cultist, but the rest on Cthulhu.
Or I can have the cultists go
Go
first,
first,
for
'cause he-
example, right?
yeah,
That makes sense.
All right. So how many on Cthulhu?
Do 4 on Cthulhu and 1 on the cultist. Okay. So now draw the mythos card, right?
Yeah, and that's why I. Yeah.
Biaki. Each Biaki moves directly into your space.
It's in
There's
there.
only one
Okay.
right there.
And then I summon Biaki in the red.
And it is the 3rd symbol.
Yep.
Okay. So now
There's a
we
fight.
got the fight. So let's have the cultist go first.
So 2 green.
It's all for just 1 wound. Okay,
you got it.
perfect. Now,
Take-
deal 1 wound to each enemy in the attacker space and heal 1 stress.
You guys are gone. Does he need?
And 1 to
Oh,
the
he's on 3.
Cthulhu.
Yeah. there you
And then
go.
1 to Cthulhu.
Okay. So now the question is, can I survive the Cthulhu attack, which is what?
Is 3 green and 2 black.
2 black, 3 green. Yeah.
2 black, 2 green.
3
Two.
green.
3 green.
Oh, yeah, he's got 1 more. Yeah, 3 green, 2 black.
Okay.
1 hit.
One
So
damage.
1 hit. So he takes a damage, and I heal a stress. For once, and went according to plan.
All right.
Roll for your fire.
Oh, well, there's that.
That's more
Black dice.
More
Black
dice.
die,
Black
yeah.
die. Nothing.
Take
But you
a,
did-
take an insanity.
Yeah.
Sure.
And now we resolve. This moves up.
Yep. So can we kill him, guys? I mean, this is
For 1 more.
And everybody loses a sanity.
Yep.
Alright.
I'm thinking another brawling. That means when I attack figures on stage, full wounds to each target. Ugh.
What's your special?
That's the vengeance.
Oh, the
That's what's
vengeance,
causing
yeah.
them. Whenever they hit me, they take damage.
What's the next one do on that?
I heal 2 stress. It's really not.
Alright, my turn.
So improves the reroll
He's with me,
situation.
so I'm going to go ahead and
Yeah.
roll. Okay, I get to roll this.
Yeah. That's a whole lot.
That's
Nothing.
good. I get 2 free rerolls.
Yeah, but
That's a success. That's also a success.
when did you pick up the arcane then?
No.
I've had it all the time. Oh, I could choose
you
one of
won.
them. Sorry, I
The
thought I
next
upgraded
level
one.
is-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have all.
And still, three is not horrible.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that
That's
for
that's
now.
one punch.
Okay,
You
that
got
was
a
one.
couple
You got a
more
couple
fists
more
of
punches.
fire.
You need another 3. Don't go for any more than 3.
Two.
3.
3. We'll leave it at that. I get free rerolls.
And
Well,
you gain
yeah,
2
but
insanity.
There is, unless there's a benefit,
It doesn't
you
carry
can't
over.
put it doesn't carry over.
All right, we'll just let go there, and I'm gonna trigger.
Unless you, I mean, do you care about the sanity? Because you could.
No, because I'm only gonna get one either
Okay.
way.
He's already
Yeah.
even.
I would just lose my
And
successes.
you move your stress to your health.
And then I get to do this, and I get to level up. So now all of my arcane things.
Yeah.
Count.
Okay.
There you go.
I get one more hit.
One more
Alright,
punch on
it's
the
only-
next one.
Instead, I may count any number
let's
of.
find out
starts
what
I
happens,
have.
though.
When revealed, move Cthulhu to the starting space.
Oh, all the way back here.
Each investigator must discard all item and companion cards.
Oh, I lost the
Oh,
professor.
whoa. They may take 1 wound for each card they wish to keep.
Okay, I'll take the wound. Because that's my level of arcane mastery I want to keep.
I no longer have stealth.
I will take. This is
Stealth is
crazy,
better.
but I will take 2 wounds to keep both because medicine allows me to re-heal completely.
Josh, you keeping yours?
Yeah, I already paid my 2 ones. If I die, I'm full health again.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm going to keep mine because I see a plan.
All right.
All right, so be aware.
Now you had 1 action left, huh?
Okay,
We ran
so
away.
Yeah.
here's what's going to happen every turn. We're going to lose 3 sanity per
Oh,
turn
Shit.
because we lose 1, and if we can't place a token, which we can't because they're all out there, we lose 2 more.
Okay, but if you level up your sanity, you're just gonna end up losing whatever to that, right? You don't go over.
Right,
Well,
but I'm just
just-
saying we're going to be
yeah,
losing 3
yeah,
per
we're gonna-
turn for those 3 per turn,
Look, the countdown timers are happening. Can I have a piece
and it's
of,
going to be in 2
cake?
steps. It's going to be 1, then 2.
Oh, so I'm gonna lose both because
If you're at the
yeah.
end, you're going to lose 2 steps.
Yeah.
So be
All right.
careful. I mean, we have that's
careful,
going to
I mean,
shorten. We besides
Do
the
you
fact
still have
that
an action left?
Mm-hmm. Can you trade with me?
There's no point. You and I aren't going to survive this. My turn ends. We both go here and then go here. His turn ends. We both go here and then go here. His turn ends. We're both dead.
So I'm not gonna get another turn.
no, the last investigator left can go.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how many of us die as long as there's 1 left to kill Cthulhu.
No,
Okay.
at the end of my turn, she's going to be her last thing. End of your turn, she's going to be dead.
Oh, maybe. Okay,
So
so
you
I don't
actually
know.
might-
Possibly.
Or is it only one person? Is it only your turn? That's
Okay,
when
so
you
these
lose the
these cards trigger in numerical order. So this one triggers to lose 1 sanity at the end of the turn, and this one at the end of the turn triggers to lose
But
2
is it
sanity.
only to that person whose turn it is, or
No,
is it...
each investigator.
Hey, everybody.
I'll get to
So
go
it's
one
going
more
to be
time
2
at
steps
least.
of loss.
I don't know. if
Well,
I can
and then
do-
3 cards potentially. And
We're not gonna get the 3 cards. We're gonna go insane. Well, maybe
he's going to, well,
he can come back to life. I can't.
okay, so we did the,
I can't come back from this.
Hmm.
That's the problem.
Gotcha. Well, we'll see what happens. Come on.
so
I still have one more turn.
What'd you do?
I can't. I'm going to be gone. There's no way it's going to come back around to me
Can
with all the
he-
triggers
can
that are
he
going to
make it?
happen. So I'm going to give you my stuff. I'm going to trade
Oh, you
for my
traded
third
to me.
action. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Which
What
is going to
it was lab notes and guilty conscience.
and the dog. No, the
And
dog.
the dog. Oh,
You now have 2 more green dice to your attacks.
All right. Well, okay. Yeah. I mean, potentially, yeah. If I can get in there, that's.
I don't think he's going to make it either. But it's not like you could.
Well,
I
the
thought
one thing
we
is-
just did this.
No, that was my third action. I still have an action.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
He
I
traded
haven't
with
even
me.
hit my mythos draw yet.
Yeah, he just traded with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So now mythos draw. Fire vampire. Each fire vampire moves 1 space towards me, then place 1 fire
Oh.
token in each of those spaces.
There's
Summon
no
a fire
fire
vampire.
vampire.
I could have ignored anybody's mythos for 2 wounds.
It's half health.
Well, you're not there yet. So.
Yeah.
Half health is good. Well, it was nice knowing you,
All right.
student.
Intern.
Investigate.
3 sanity. Oh, I did get that.
Investigate.
One
Yeah.
and then
Oh, you
three, yeah.
might.
Well, I'm gonna lose it, so it doesn't even matter.
But no, what if it's a card that allows you to heal sanity?
Yeah.
Monkey paw. Painting glyphs on the floor. What is going on here? If you have the monkey as the companion, take 2 wounds and discard the monkey. You can claim the monkey paw or discard it to to heal all your health.
Not what you needed. You wanted sanity.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything that.
No, I can heal his health. I mean, you can.
I'm going to take my monkey paw because each elder sign may count as both a success and a insanity.
Okay.
Which would have been cool earlier, but
yeah,
I can't trade those.
If we only had the monkey, we would be able to attach the monkey to the paw.
No, you have to discard this if you have the monkey.
Yeah.
Or you discard the monkey.
Yeah, the monkey probably doesn't want to see its paw.
And you get attacked apparently.
All right. So now
So you
for the
investigate and
horrible part.
resolve end of turn effects. So in 2 steps,
Right.
you have end of turn. Any other effects? There's no fire.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing. Okay, so I trigger my insanity, which makes me take a stress.
End of turn for you. What is that?
And gives me plus
No, 'cause he
1.
says it's in
It's
2
1
steps. So
and
the
then
first
3.
one
And then
is
I
one,
no,
and
it's 1 then 2.
1
Okay,
and
so
2.
you level up something else.
Yeah.
You take 1 and then you
For what
take
it's
2.
worth. I mean, I don't.
And they have to discard so they're even.
Okay, so then it's my turn.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think it's going to come
Well,
around
let
to you.
me-
I don't know if it's going to come around to me. Is
End
it?
One,
of turn
and then
effects.
2.
So.
But, well,
And he's now rolling
here,
4 green
I
dice
lay
and 3
down.
black.
You'll be here at the end of Ivan's
Oh,
turn.
it's 2
So
successes.
we definitely need the
Yeah,
person with the
but it
pistol
says-
to deal with this.
yeah, I know. If I can survive, I'm. You're talking about this guy? Yeah.
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 She's not going to make it that far.
Explain this to me. While you're down, you are safe and can be attacked. I'm assuming I still take sanity loss.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because it's an attack. That's just.
I understand. I'm just trying to figure out what the keyword safe. It's capitalized. If there's a safe status in.
The safe
Oh.
status is that you
Can't be attacked.
you can heal yourself. Yeah.
Oh,
And take a
Yeah,
you're
rest
in a
action.
safe space.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you can rest and monsters are standing all around you.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So when you're laying down, you're in a safe status so that you can do the rest, which is the first thing. You
Okay, so it is
Yeah.
over to me at this point.
Yes.
So in the end of your, that only happens in your turn. So
That's
you
really
took
a
it.
shame.
It's not going to happen in each player's turn to happen.
Yeah.
At the end of every turn, it
Wouldn't
continues to
happen every
happen.
So it started with
I don't
you.
have
Everybody
anything.
takes
Whiskey
it.
bottle.
So it started
Yeah,
with
well,
you.
I'm going
So
to
did
discard that
everybody
to
take
heal
it?
all my
Yeah.
stress because
I
that way
didn't,
I'll
I
have
don't think.
maximum
So you take
rerolls.
1, and then you
But
take
can
2.
you do anything to Cthulhu? Can you get to him?
It's going to take 2 run moves for me to get to him.
So what I'm suggesting, if you hear me out, if you give it to me, I count all
Give
of
what to you?
the whiskey bottle. You get to me and give it to me, and let me go stab him next turn. I count all of my.
I'm going into his
Okay.
space and I'm stealthing past this thing.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Yeah. And I'm discarding this immediately and attacking him because I want all the rerolls for this attack. I'm 1 short of that. So, but I count any number of elder signs. So that's 2, 3, 4, 1 reroll. 1, yeah,
You're
that's
not
good
making
enough.
it back around to you anyway.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
Yeah. Gotta concentrate on the objective. So I trigger, which gives me a stress for having a wound.
So that's also an interesting. Not that I. So Rex, right, takes a wound potentially away from you. Not that I could do that to my dog, but let's just say. The language the way it reads is when attacked, if you are dealt any wounds. Me? My companions? Are we one entity?
Okay,
I
so
think
I
you
would
can
assume.
there we
you
go.
were
choose
one.
to give
so
it
that
to
was
them.
me.
I
And
mean,
I'm
I would
drawing
go
a card.
ballistic if you attacked my dog.
Yeah.
But
Every cultist on a relay space moves 2 spaces towards me.
there's
Summon a
None.
cultist on yellow and blue.
okay.
They're both only 1 damage.
Okay. That's nice.
So I think you're going to have, well, potentially the last turn.
I could do it. I take 2.
Okay, so I
my
take
elder
1
s-
stress,
my
and then we
star
take
sign
2
counts as
more.
2 successes.
I trigger again.
Me too.
So I'm dead.
Yeah, me too. That's what I was saying. It's not going to make it back around.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
I
leveled
got
up
one
twice and
more-
died.
More paranoia. Oh shit, he's moved.
Well,
That's
you were
3
here, right?
today.
Yeah.
So you take 1, and then you take 2.
Move that
I'm
monster
No, no.
towards me one.
When you hit one of these, you take the full amount.
Okay, but
But yeah,
it's
so
not
that's
gonna.
what I was saying. Yeah.
So what do I want to level up?
You
Oh, I'm gonna do the one free run so I can punch him
So you're still
a
alive?
3rd time.
Yeah. For now, when
a
it's
free
when
run.
it's you.
Ooh, nice.
I won't be going. I'm dead.
Okay.
Oh, you're
So you
dead.
get
So
a free run
I
move
will
every
get
turn?
one then.
Yes.
That's
Did
perfect.
you do your end of turn stuff?
End of turn. I have
I already
no
did these.
end of turn there, and I did my sanity. Yep.
Let's see what we got going on.
Oh no, I have one. Excuse me, I needed a fight.
Where are you going,
What's
Mike?
fighting you?
He's here.
I needed to fight. I needed.
You needed
I
to
skipped
attack.
over
Cthulhu's punching
Cthulhu bashing me in the
okay,
head.
so
So
I'm
he's
next.
3
I'm
No,
next.
Ivan will
3
survive.
black and
Hopefully I'll kill
4
her.
green.
So I'm not alive. I don't
Yeah, I didn't
understand
think you were
this
gonna make
anymore.
it.
You guys are
I got out of sequence. I forgot to that.
You I
check me.
get, but I'm like,
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
probably not gonna do
so
it.
where did I take this loss from? I took it from him, went here and
His
here.
turn.
At the end of
Then
every
Mike's,
single turn.
and-
yeah.
Yeah.
So right now it's Ivan's turn.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
you will
saying. Is
die
that,
at
like,
the
I
end of
feel
my
like it
turn.
should be your turn.
So that would
and
kill
you
me.
take 3. Like,
Yeah, that's everybody.
So
Yeah.
that would
It's
kill me.
just-
So I need to re-roll.
yeah, I know.
Okay, so
That's how I
I'm
felt, too.
alive, but not that it matters
You're gonna go
much.
crazy.
So I'll just leave it at that, and
The problem is the escape.
at the end of my
to
turn,
beginning
then I get to heal
space.
too.
Basically, I have to win it here or not.
Correct.
Yes.
You have to run into his space as fast as you can and whack him.
Well, I get a free run.
So you're there.
Are you?
This follows me.
He did the swift.
Which we don't care. Yeah.
No, you do because you get a free
So
free
now
run.
I can punch. Now I can stab
So
him
that
3
gives him-
times.
No, stealth allows you to.
Yeah.
Swift. Yeah. What we're trying to say is
No,
I
the
did-
free run I
yeah.
understand, but I can run.
Yeah,
And
that thing
sneak.
follows
This
me.
this came
But
with
if I don't kill Cthulhu, it doesn't
you. This
matter.
came with you.
Yeah.
Or-
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't matter whatsoever.
No, that's not.
So you
what-
got 3 attacks if you survive
3 attacks,
the rolls.
These die. That's why I wanted the whiskey.
And you need to do
too.
7
Each of
damage.
my star sign counts as 2 successes.
Yeah. So what does the whiskey do for you?
He gets us back
Or
all his
rerolls.
stress for rerolls.
He gets 1 stress back.
Well, no, he could use it up for
I
the
could
first
go up-
attack.
Yeah,
and
but
then
you
do it
saw
again.
how many. You saw what it did for me. I put 5
One.
wounds on him
2,
because I was
3,
4, 5, 6.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
done.
He's dead.
Did I kill Cthulhu?
Yep.
Yes.
So you're still alive.
No, technically, no. Do we finish your turn or is it end
It
right
doesn't
now?
matter if you're dead or not. We win.
No, I get it, but I'd like to know if I was alive.
You're alive.
You were napping in
for
the
now.
room with the cultists.
And you're
Yeah.
alive.
No,
No,
I
you
died
died
at the
in
end of
his.
it.
Yeah. Well, no, you're alive. You're just crazy.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
fair
Yeah, we
enough.
run back to the asylum.
We already been to
start
the
up another
asylum once.
file.
That's how I got the catatonia.
I got my,
I
my
mean,
trusty little
we were already
shanker.
crazy.
Yeah.
Just a
So-
little paranoid.
Yeah, all right, we'll get
But
the.
they are out to get me.
So the game ends immediately when you kill him. What's
We
the
win.
end result?
We
We
win.
win. Okay.
Immediately.
Yay! I leveled up to the point where I was gonna take somebody with me on if I got to run. Yeah, we made Cthulhu mortal and killed him, and made one of us go insane, and I was one step away.
Me
and
too.
You should.
Well, no, because I would have taken 1 and then 2.
At the end of his turn, so you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
She doesn't. She just giggles and speaks anyway. I mean, how
Oh,
much
yeah,
more
she's-
sane?
She's already been.
Well,
to
you
Arkham
understand
once.
if you're dead and I didn't die in the sequence, which I do, I might have got another turn, but I didn't.
Yeah, no,
I'm one
He
short.
gave me all
of-
this stuff, so
I
I,
like
could go in there like a.
This worked out well.
I forgot. I
Yeah.
should have probably.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Weird that we won the first one. To be
Barely,
fair, by
though, because
like
if he didn't
this
finish
can-
in this turn, we
Yeah.
all would
You're
have
welcome.
lost.
You're welcome.
Having-
you're welcome.
having-
We would have all been mad.
having the two.
Yeah, that
That's
helped a lot.
huge. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We
Oh,
appreciate
on
it.
Arcane Mastery? Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm up,
don't forget
I'm up
to,
there too. But
like, share, and subscribe
unfortunately, I
us,
only
okay?
got there when
The
after
professor
the
had
attack.
that